Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you are all doing well. I have a very, very wonderful guest. I say guest, but back by popular demand. The people wanted him back. He is back, guys. We have Timmy the cat. How's it going?
It's doing all right. Back in my day, the only thing on board was sword art, but here we are, back again, once again.
Once again with Nikke, of all things. I hear you're a little bit of a fan.
A little bit, right?
This man, when we get up,
the more I play it, the more I've become a fan of it. I don't know why. It's like what, maybe 3-4 months since I've actually started playing the game, and I'm actually overly invested now.
I mean, that's fair. It's just really funny because we'll be meeting up at our locals, playing Weiss, and he'll be like, "Oh shit, it's 3:00. Hold on." And he'll whip out the phone, and he'll
clock resets for me at 3, so 3:00 gotta hit it.
Your multitasking ability of working on Nikke on the side while also still playing Weiss at the same time, I'm just like, man, I wish I had this kind of processing. But
look, they autoplay themselves. All I gotta do is just do the same routine. I log in, I check the events, I do the dailies, and then I immediately get back out. Because I'm at the unfortunate state of every gacha game where you hit the grind wall and you can't really proceed until you do a little bit of grinding. And I kind of hit that, unfortunately.
They're like, we've given you enough freebies and enough things to get you started, quote unquote. All right, now you got to grind, bish.
Yeah, and then first half of the Evangelion event, I was slaying it with the new units. I'm trying to get the older stuff now, and unfortunately, they are just not coming to me. And you know me and gacha games, I don't really spend money. So unfortunately, it's looking like I might have to skip the rest of this event. But
I get you.
Maybe we'll try the one more time.
Maybe one day. To which, eventually, maybe we plan to bring you back when we talk about some other gacha games as well. That'll be for a separate project we are working on in the future.
Yeah. I was given the memo about that, and my heart kind of shattered. But we'll save that for later.
Yeah, we got a specific thing planned out, but anyway, we will discuss that on another day. But today we're here to talk about Nikke. So I'm over here on the English Weiss site, and we are going to just kind of run down the specifics of it, and then we will go back over to Weiss Tea Time over here and proceed to do the typical first impressions. I have not looked at any of the effects just yet. But I do know a couple things that kind of have been told to me through the grapevine type thing, so I'm like, we'll see. So this gets released in English, both a booster pack and a trial deck on April 18th of this year. So close to April 20th, they could have said blaze it, but, whatever. So close, missed opportunity. Let's see. So in the booster set alone, I didn't pull up the trial deck. It's like 2 different posts. It's like 115 cards. Oh, you're good. This is one of those sets that is going to have a lot of collectors going after it. There are 40 different SPs and 9 SSPs and 5 secret rares. I didn't even notice that. Wait, it says secret rare plus?
This set has so much stuff in it, man.
It do. Oh my goodness.
Only because I said I wanted it. That's really what I'm saying. Yeah.
For real. 100 SRs. Oh my goodness. The pull rates are going to be, it's going to be like a gacha game. The pull rates are going to be absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, no, don't remind me.
It's like, just keep twisting the knife, Kay.
Yeah, really. Keep twisting it.
Oh my goodness. So
it doesn't kill me, only hurts my wallet.
I love that. If we scroll down a little bit.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. I was going to say, was the trial deck list kind of there? But
I see more stuff that's going to hurt you. I'm going to scoot you back over here. So obviously with the little display right here, it says, an English edition exclusive stitched playmat is going to be in every carton. Interesting. They're going to have going first and going second cards. This is where you get yours finally, because I know you've been like, man,
every carton?
Carton is probably a case. It's probably like a case. Like if you buy a case, you're probably going to play
Not like the trial deck case or like the set case?
Probably this booster set case.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I ain't doing all that.
That's my guess. That's my guess. I love how also where it's like only for sale in the following territories worldwide. I'm like, okay, thank you. They have to specify now.
We can't play Weiss and Mars as well.
Exactly. Yeah, for real. We have to stick just to to the Gaia.
Bro, the day Bushiroad gets intergalactic, you know it's over.
One day you'll just see Shioko on a promo in like an astronaut suit, like trying to make peace with aliens.
Bro, people be gooning in space. That's wild.
Mean, that's literally what Kaiba tried to, like, said he was gonna do, and Yu-Gi-Oh was like, if there's other intelligent life out there, I want to meet them and teach them how to duel. It's gonna be that.
You saw the movie, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. The elevator to space.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. It is. That was such a
I could talk about that movie like all day if I had to. That movie was funny to me. I loved it though.
No, same. But yeah, we do have to go ahead and start looking at these. Like, God, these SPs are beautiful. And you pointed out like these two green ones, they're like back to back. Like you can see one of the others right here for this one, and the other was just, God bless. Anyway.
Yeah, Noir and Blanc.
Blanca.
The DPS duo. Love them.
But we are going to go over here to Weiss Tea Time now, and oh boy, there's like alternate arts for every single card. You're going to have to look above my head for this one, for any of these. We will try to showcase them as we go along, as best I can. But yeah, no, so for anyone who's never joined on any of the First Impressions videos, I'm certain Nikke is going to pull a lot of new people into Weiss. I always try to at least highlight every single double rare in each color as we go through. And after the double rares, I just kind of scan through and see what else is cool, what other effects or climax combos catches my eye, or in this case, Timmy's, because obviously he's going to be trying to help me along with this.
Yeah, my eye is caught. Don't you worry about that.
He is woke. Something that is always interesting in Weiss is sometimes there will be effects that are like flavor to like the character. Like, oh, this character does this specific effect for a certain reason, whether it's lore for the character, funny little memes or stuff like that. It's always been like that for a lot of different card effects over the years, and I'm certain this set will be no exception, but that's why you are here to help me get through this as painlessly as possible. All right, so
yeah, I think actually I've seen a couple cards where I think have that kind of interaction where they're like, hey, they do this weird thing and only because they're involved with this thing.
Oh, okay, so
he's pretty interesting.
He's like already seeing it. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling. I haven't I'm not reading. I just see like a random thing I've never seen before. Like, oh, that makes sense.
That's fair. All right, so
yeah. Anyway, up to the top. I'm done peeking.
You're good. You're good. One quick question though, and just summarize this as best you can. Nikke are the individual units, correct?
Like Nikkes are the girls.
Are the girls? Okay, so
yeah.
Why are they called
that? So they're basing off the Goddess of Victory Nikke, which is kind of like the actual like goddess itself.
Oh, it was okay. There's actual lore reasons. Okay.
Right. And it's supposed to kind of signify like, hey, they're the hope of the. See, the thing is, the surface, which is kind of like the Earth, got taken over by these machines, and the government couldn't do it, so they started making superhuman robots. Granted, for some odd reason, they're all girls because of reasons. Yeah. Now the crazy thing is, crazy thing is though, is that majority of these girls actually died when they're alive, and then they just reborn them as a Nikke. And there's like a whole section of this whole other Nikke that's like a god. That's like the first Nikke or something who's like the basis of other Nikke. It's kind of wild.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. I haven't necessarily caught up with the story. I'm 3 chapters behind because, unfortunately, again, brick wall of grinding.
That's fair. Farther than I am. I don't even have the game downloaded yet.
Yeah, from also, like, other side events and everything, you get to learn, like, hey, yeah, this Nikke, or this Nikke was actually this girl from the past who, was kind of just, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? She was, like, super sick in the hospital, like, bedridden, had, like, some kind of terminal illness. And then they cure her. And she's like, well, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I was raised in the hospital. So then she goes out where they're protesting, and then she gets domed in the head by one of the protesters. Oh Lord. And then they like rebirthed her as a Nikke. And so now she just kills shit because she can. But
interesting.
Is what it is. Some of them were like super important, like business women or whatever, and then ended up getting domed or ended up getting crushed or something, and then boom, back as Nikke. Or some of them just gave their lives to become a Nikke for whatever. So
funky. Okay, so it's just different.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
actual lore reasons behind it, but yeah, the Nikkes are
Okay.
technically all the girls, and they're all basically
Okay.
robots in a sense. Yeah.
Got you. Okay, so I guess Persona
I don't know
3
if I want to call them
crossover when?
cyborgs technically, because I don't know if they're fully.
Fair. Okay, yeah, I didn't
What was
even
that?
know that part. I was gonna say Persona 3 I guess crossover when? Like, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But all
I
right.
mean, they did have a bunch of events for the Evangelion one. There was also a Near Automata event.
Yeah, I do
So like
remember hearing
2B
about
was
that
there,
like a
and
long while back.
yeah.
All
There's like
right.
another one that I don't remember at the moment, but
Hey, no worries. But let us go
yeah.
ahead and jump into the meat and potatoes here.
So I will be very surprised if there's a card that's not listed as a Nikke on this list. So,
Possibly. There's a bunch of them. So it's going to be like
right.
other sets where we see music trait from like, Love Live. It's like everyone has it basically. It's just
Right.
there do look to be secondary effects like for this first one. We'll go ahead and I'll just show you basically how I go through each one and we'll just alternate each of the cards.
I'm new to this. I'm just here to talk.
You're
Really.
good. So this first one, this 00 Tia, says Nikke and Dazzling Pearl. So I'm certain there's a lore reason for that, but I'm assuming each of them are going to have like secondary traits that may play off.
Dazzling Pearl is the name of their squad.
Ah, we got squads. Got you.
Yeah. So like she's a part of the squad, Dazzling Pearl. The second one here is part of the counters, which is like the main squad. That's your squad
Oh, okay.
in the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have Tia is a 0025. She has, for some reason, this is considered oversized, and it has the can't side attack thing, which is funky already. But it says, when this is sent from stage to waiting room, you can discard one card. If you do, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to one Nikke character from amongst them, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room. So just on death digging, which is still very good. I'm assuming if there's like a standby setup in here, dear goodness, here, yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those classes with the word standby on it.
It's just, oh no. I mean, at least we have like choice and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
But, and also, once again, just like.
So on death, discard, top 4 Nikke? That's not bad.
Not bad. Let's see how good the next one is. We're going to see how good your presentation abilities are for this second one. I will let you read off this one.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, you're good.
Anyway, yeah, so we have Honest here, specifically the Summer Honest, because that's
specific
that's like kind
skin?
of a whole separate thing. Actually, it's a separate unit.
Oh, okay.
The summertime unit, actually.
Interesting.
Another one that I don't have.
Gotcha. They did the FGO thing, got you.
Yeah, don't you worry. You'll see the other Honest down here.
Mm-hmm.
Down here. But anyway, continuous. If you have another Nikke, gets plus 3,000 power. During your turn, if she's actually across from a blue unit, she gets 4,000 power.
Interesting.
Right. And then at the start of your encore step, if the choice climax combo is in your climax area, and this card's in your front row, specifically, actually, and you have 2 or more other Nikke characters in the slot across from this has no character or reverse character. That's a lot. Whew.
It's a lot of conditions for...
Search your deck for a character and add it to your hand. Okay,
yeah,
that's not bad.
It feels like a lot of... I mean... Any one of these conditions doesn't fulfill, you don't get your search type thing. It's just like really funky. I mean, obviously they have to specify front row.
Either an empty front row or a reverse character.
So like if they
have 2 or more other Nikke characters as well. Okay.
Which those are like nothing burgers to me, but the effect of the slot across from it has to either have no character or reversed character is kind of more for, oh, you have an on reverse combo. I'm going to use this thing that bounces back to my hand, and now you can't do. Oh, you can still do your effect. Like
right.
So, but that also means if.
But there's also the start of Encore Step too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like because this is the start of Encore Step. If there's something your opponent does that bounces her off the field, like it's later in the game, and they have
it's avoidable.
Something. Yeah, I mean it's whatever. It's your typical like, plussing engine in general. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not going to be too avoidable early.
Nah, she has 35, so 65 with the choice is 75, which is respectable. And if it's across from a blue, you're looking at 11-5. Which is
kind of wild, actually.
Like, if you could get some decent buffs, this could actually punch, like, the Muron setups, like, almost in the face.
11-5?
The total. During your...
with the climax?
Yeah, with the climax. I'm counting that in.
Oh, okay. I have to actually scroll down and see which climax it is specifically.
That's fair. Number 26 for that.
Number 26. Number 26. I'll find it eventually. There we go.
You're good. The
Oh yeah, it is that one, isn't it? I have to scroll in because I can't see what the text says.
I'll have to specifically showcase them once I get down to there. The next one up here, Naga. I've seen
with this real quick.
You're good. I've seen so many like ads on like YouTube for using this girl specifically. I just remember seeing so many for Naga. She was like,
she's actually one of the 3 units you can get. You can like force a pity onto yourself with, which is super nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, in the normal like story banner, every time you roll, you get 1 point. After 100 points, you can basically grab a unit for free.
For free?
And it's so it's either between her, another unit named Leader, and then another unit named what is that girl's name? I would know it if I see it because she calls you Rabbity, and I cannot. Alice, that's her name.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now.
All right.
You're good.
Right.
All right.
And then you get 600 points total before the event ends, basically. So once you get 600 rolls, you can get 2 copies of everyone if you wanted to. So that's not bad.
So that actually like is really good for that kind of an event.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is too, all 3 of these units, like top tier units, they're all good. Every last one of them are good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's also a part of Dazzling Pearl as well, as you can see. So she's a part of the same squad as Tia.
She do be dazzling though.
Yeah.
Don't know how old she is. Excuse me, officer.
I don't know either.
She's a robot officer, I swear. Anyway, but all right. So we have Naga is a 329K. We have some experience shenanigans going off already. If you have a particular level 3 Tia, which will be coming up in a little bit here, and a copy of herself in your level zone, she gets -1 level in hand. I'm assuming this isn't going to be like too difficult to get because basically every set that has like a lot of experience-based stuff typically has enough
like
cards. Enough swaps and stuff. So shouldn't be bad. We have a climax combo though. At the start of your encore step, I'm seeing a pattern here, specifically during encore step for both of these so far. If you have the choice trigger in your climax area, and this is in your front row, and you have another Nikke, choose up to 2 cards in your waiting room, shuffle them into your deck. You can send climaxes back with that.
Yeah, it says cards, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really cool. I like that.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of down.
Yeah, I'm chilling with that. That's cool. Actually, this is one of the cards I was mentioning earlier because her experiences with Tia, because her and Tia are more or less best friends.
Oh,
so they're always like together.
I gotcha. And that is it for the double rares in the yellow. We're gonna go through and just kind of see if there's anything else that's super crazy. I'm just gonna kind of go down one at a time. The first thing I do want to point out is we're going to go ahead and just talk about the next one, number 4, Neon. This is something that's going to come up and be... I know this is one of the things that kind of got spoiled for me. If a climax with a shot trigger is in your climax area, this card...
I was going to mention that because a lot of cards in here have that ability, except for different ones, and those abilities all fit the character, and I found that very funny.
Which is honestly great. I know there's like another thing with gold bars that does this. But it says, so if you have...
She's like, she's super addicted to firepower because she's like all in the guns and shit. So anytime you see her, she's like always screaming firepower. So I found her having like a shot trigger effect is super cool.
She goes, she pulls the whole Night at the Museum, boom, boom, firepower. I couldn't hit that note. But so if you have any shot trigger in your climax area, she gains the shot trigger in any area. So if you trigger her, she ends up having shot trigger, which is kind of crazy. An act to be able to pay a cost to search for a Nikke, always good. Let's scroll down. So
it is discard and send to the bottom of the deck, which is also interesting.
Yeah, this isn't the first time I've seen that kind of cost. Like that is becoming a little bit more common now. It's not like super crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, I get it though because it gives her the ability to become that trigger in the deck since you're sending it back and then you shuffle it immediately.
I like the Viper. Neat. It works off a shot trigger, so like I said, there's going to have multiple like shot-esque effects to let you just add cards to hand.
Yeah.
Marker. Oh, she can give herself a marker to basically save herself if someone was to try to like snipe her or whatever. Mika has accelerate, little cannon trait, which is just funny to me.
Yeah, I believe that's also an
What's she doing with what Jackal be doing with them chains though? What on earth? What on earth?
She's a dog.
Woof. What? Huh? No. Nah, you're good.
No, seriously, she's called Jackal because they treat her like a dog, and so she like has like all this dog apparel and everything. So she just like
that explains
actually
the collar.
Acts like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing. Anyone from exotic squad, they're either considered like overly dangerous or, in some cases, criminals, and in one case, terrorist. And so those things around their necks are actually bombs. So they can trigger at any time and, blow them the...
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's just got a lot darker than I realized.
Yes. See, the good thing about a Nikke, though, is as long as the head's intact, they can just put them back together.
Which is... yeah, true, because the whole robot thing, yeah.
Right.
I was just going to make the lighthearted joke of she got that dog in her, but then... Oh, okay, we going full, like... I don't know. There's some Code Geass level shit there.
Right. I was trying to see was there anything involving the bomb collars, but it doesn't seem so.
Not yet. Maybe there's an event later on or something.
It could be
interesting. We do have somewhat of an Aegis crossover. We have Helm here has the Aegis trait. So
she's from the Aegis,
which is
squad, which is kind of like a Marine squad.
Yeah, which an Aegis was like a shield. So. I think, if I'm remembering like Greek mythology correctly. Anyway, I'm trying to read here. Okay, so going back to Jackal, I saw it was pay 1, rest 2, mil 5. So that's really nice. And it is for each.
I mean, for a level search. 1, it better be mil 5.
Well, that's the thing. There's some brainstormers now that will still... there's still ones that do this of pay 1, rest 2, that's still only mil 4. Like, there are some. But
not use level 1s, though, right?
No, I mean, I have a level 1 in a Hololive that it's a pay 1 rest itself, but it's only 4.
That's true.
So
I do like that she just, during my turn, my field gets 4K. That's a little wild.
Oh, no. It says if all of your characters are Nikke, this gets 4K.
Okay, sorry. I misread.
No, you're good. Well, I mean,
that says continuous, not assist.
But that means you can still play her rest 2 of your back rows, and then she's a 7K you can still swing with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's understandable.
That's true.
All right. Helm, when this is placed on stage, discard a choice to swap. So, it's a choice climax swap specifically for Helm. I was going to say, you don't have to pay a cost, but she's a 1/1, so you have to pay a cost to summon her.
She's a 1, but if you have a field, though, she pays for herself.
Oh, she does pay for that. Oh, okay, so that's actually really good in that regard. I was going to say, it doesn't matter.
Discard a choice trigger to get a choice trigger.
That's fair. The next one I just saw, and I'm like, it's Marine from Hololive.
Oh, because you can ditch the other choice and get a copy of Honest's choice trigger. That's why she's on the art with Honest. I see. Okay.
Yeah. So then you get to swap them around.
Yeah, I get it now.
No, you're good. Like I said, Mass just looks like Marine from Hololive.
Yeah, she's addicted to pirates. She's wearing all naval apparel, but she wants to be a pirate. It's kind of funny.
I can't hit the high note, but ahoy! Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is when this is placed on stage from hand. You can pay 1, pitch 1. Your opponent chooses 1 climax in their waiting room, shuffles all cards from their waiting room back into their deck. So you get the Fumio on a level 2 as opposed to on a level 3 or anything.
All right.
But it's only overall pay 2 stock and discard a card to do the same effect. So I mean that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, you're paying for the cost for her, so it is technically paid too.
Oh, this is one of the crazy ones. This is on a rare. Rappy. We have
Rappy? Yeah.
Rappy?
Yeah,
okay.
Rappy. I'm so...
we have 2 of them, first off.
That's my girl right there. I love her.
So, this is going to be very interesting. She's a 3/2 10K. When the shot climax is placed in your climax area, and this is in your front row, and you have another front row, level 2.
Yeah, you have the counter squad. So
yeah.
You have Honest and Neon as well.
The Honest and Neon. It's a trial deck Neon specifically, so that's interesting.
Yes, it has to be the specific units, which I'm noticing.
All right, so it's a pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, all of your other front row characters get the following ability until end of turn. up to 1 time per turn when this card's damage is canceled, stand this. Which is just
so cool.
This is going to be very strong. I got to look and see what the other cards do, but I just got to make a mental note of Honest and
the Honest is coming up.
I gotcha.
Yeah, the Honest is coming up like a couple cards down.
So this should be very, like I said, it's on a shot, meaning you're going to have other characters that have shot, or like the other characters that have like the shot trigger and everything. It's going to be really crazy. The other Rappy, when a climax is placed, I guess the top check effect.
Climax area. So luckily, I guess you don't have the like the units that give themselves a trigger don't trigger for that, thankfully. But still, it's still kind of strong though.
Oh, I mean, I'm saying like how to put this? If the card's damage gets canceled, you get to both stand her, and if they triggered the shot, you're also then still doing burn damage from that on top of standing, and repeat process to basically try to trigger as many shots as possible. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's if I'm remembering correctly, there's one in here that makes your shot triggers do more than 1 burn when they go off. So I think it kind of like adds up to the. I almost flipped my mouse.
Yeah. It just like adds on to the damage. I get it.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was like, oh, that's going to be very interesting. And also because the shot triggers are not auto effects, so stuff like Torch doesn't stop them. Torch, Yuji from Shauna,
gotcha.
People use a whole bunch, or like your whole smoke bomb thing.
Yeah.
So, or no,
good old smoke grenade.
I think smoke grenade was specifically auto effects. I think, yeah.
Yes, yeah. All for right. The basically it was like anytime I get burned one, it just doesn't happen.
It's all good. We have the other Rappy, which is like
swimsuit Rappy, which is just the skin.
Yeah. But
I like how the alt arts is just like
but like
the Road's great way of being lazy. Like, we'll just do it when they're posted up in game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I prefer that over like, oh look, this.
I still like it better than just zoomed in and zoomed out.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I prefer that. But like you said, it's still like, oh, we're just gonna have this specific art like in game.
Yeah, no. I still prefer it better than zooming in and zooming out. So like, we're good on that. Don't you worry.
I like how like the trait for the next one, Belorta, is little cannon. That's not a little cannon. That's a very large one. Anyway.
Yeah, she's a part of the other squad. The other little cannon squad.
Belorta is a free runner. Act, your opponent mills 1. Then you choose 1 card in your opponent's waiting room, place it on top of their deck. That's kind of interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I actually like the swimsuit Rappy ability as well. I'm looking at it again.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, no, the being able to top check stuff is really good off that.
The top check, the also on play draw discard is also nice.
Which this kind of matters as well because, like I said, if you're able to hit the shot triggers, you can purposely go, cool, give this effect to somebody, look at 2 cards on top of your deck when they do attack, and go, okay, cool, I purposely put the shot trigger as the 1 card I'm going to trigger. So it helps facilitate that entire combo as well.
It's super. God, everything in here is just so nice looking.
They look great, absolutely.
Yeah. See, as you can tell by her altar here, she's the terrorist one.
Understood.
Her side story is so interesting because she puts into perspective like the things she's done and the things that she's seen other people do. And she's like, is there really a difference? And we're like, nah.
Potato.
All right.
On attack, you can sack another Nikke. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Nikke, add it to hand. Okay, that's...
It's not bad.
For a 1/0/5K, that's, like, understandable. Well, I mean, if you purposely use it, like, on that level 0, that, like, on death...
Yeah, it's like for the on death one, and also straight up the fact that it's really no cost, like, no cost to the unit or anything like that.
True. And same one for the next one, Maxwell. When this is sent from stage to waiting room, you can do another top check thing for a yellow climax. You could purposely sack units that do that. This is interesting.
Hold on, no. Before you say, I'm sorry. Just because they're all in the same squad, I went and looked back up at the other exotic members here. She actually combos off with the with Viper very well. Because when Viper's sent to the stage from waiting room with a marker under her, she just returns herself. So you can pitch Viper. Then Viper comes back to her own slot, and then you can just get the card for free.
And
basically.
Just reuse. Okay, no, that's actually very nice. Yeah. I do like that. Okay.
Yeah, anytime I see anything like that, I'm like, that's curious. I'm gonna start checking the other squad members and see what the.
That's fair though. Like I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like I said,
so that's actually really good. So that makes her have no cost basically.
What is this?
To just top check it, add a card to your hand. It's pretty chill.
Chilling. Okay. This is it was a weird little wording on this, but for lighter. I'm not.
I've been calling her liter. So.
Like a liter of Mountain Dew. Yeah. Is during your turn, level times 1,000. I think she means, like she's an assist to characters in front during your turn specifically. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Is
the act is kind of.
Let me zoom
funny.
in on the card. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's the level assist times 1,000.
Yeah. Her act ability is kind of funky. Pay 2, discard a climax, rest her, choose one card in your waiting room, shuffle it into your deck. You could shuffle climaxes back in, but you could also shuffle any of the characters that like give themselves particular triggers back in as well. So that's understandable.
Yeah, it's still it seems like a lot though.
I mean, we have the next one as well. Kind of
basic-y. Oh, yeah, this is the honest I was telling you to look out for.
Gotcha. Okay, so she needs to
be... For the Robbie.
So she needs to be on field, and she has... When this card's battle opponent is reversed, pay 2, pitch 2, burn 5. So that means either because she gets the restand ability, that will go off whether it's this 5 damage that gets canceled or her damage that gets canceled.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. We have Tia. Oh, we have a bodyguard effect.
She's also a play on stage from hand too, so she'll just have a perma boost until that turn's done too.
Yeah, she gets a number of your Nikke characters, so she can get 5k. So she's gonna have like level 3 stats most definitely.
Yeah. Oh, there's the level 3 Tia that goes with the Naga up top. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah. If you have a copy of this. And the Naga. Oh, okay. So you basically have to have one of her and the Naga in your level.
And this level 3 and then the other level 3. Yeah.
Got you. And so I'm assuming that, and this has the same choice climax combo, number 27. At the start of your encore step, same as the Tia, same as the Naga. If this is in your front row until the end of your opponent's next turn, I see what they're doing.
45 in the following 2 abilities.
It gets hexproof
and targeted and a bodyguard. Ooh.
So you can have her center and 2 Nagas on either side that just keep every single turn keep sending climaxes back into your deck.
That is sick. That's a really cool card. I like
so that. She'll be a 13/5 before anything else. If this is in your front row and all of your characters are Nikke, this gets 15. So it's 10/5. So she'll be 15. She'll be a 15 during your opponent's turn.
15 before anything can't be targeted and bodyguard.
Barring like backups and shit. Like, okay, yeah, you're
right. Now, just so I remember what bodyguard is, that's the taunt, right?
That's the great performance. It's the Naosugu from Log Horizon. If you're in middle center stage and not reversed, your opponent has to frontal that character if it's in the middle center.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So the 2 Nagas to the side that I like put in the hypothetical scenario, they will never get frontaled. The Tia will get frontaled.
Yeah. So because it taunts all the cards to attack her instead.
That's funky. So this is really cool.
I like that.
All right, we have Senti. It blinks a character out. Okay. Anchor. I had to look twice. Nice. Anchor almost looks like I don't know, like almost like someone from Hololive. I'm just not like Gura, but like close enough. It's like if you mixed Gura and like Shy Lily with like the outfit. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you.
Person stage.
Yeah, she's also a part of Aegis's with the Helm Squad and all that as well.
Okay.
She's super into marine life, so she's like she's pulling out a starfish out of nowhere. I don't know where the hell she's keeping that thing, but she does it.
Oh my. She pull a full what's her name? Fuka from I can't think of the freaking anime. Clannad. It was Starfish Heat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you're. Yeah.
Like I said, my brain just died. I could see all of the characters, and I just couldn't think of Clannad. Like,
I get it, bro. It's been a day.
It has. Today has been a crazy day. But the anchor lets you deal yourself a damage from hand. To look at up to X cards equals to the number of your opponent's characters and add any one of those cards to hand. So you can use that to dig for climaxes or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am liking how all these cards do say like cards instead of characters. So like, if I need to pick the climax, I can.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want to, but if I need it to, I can.
Oh wait, okay. We have literally a mirror copy of Hakuro from Slime. Drake is literally Hakuro.
She's the ultimate villain.
I could see it. Like I love the. You
wanna know the fun part about her character?
Go for it.
Her being a villain is actually her just doing like very petty, nice things. Is her being a villain?
Okay.
Right.
Like, they'll never know it was me that I gave them the water in their lunchbox. I don't know.
Basically, like one of her story things was like, okay, I go into like an amusement park, and I get on the roller coaster, and now, when your roller coaster when hits your eyes and everything, you close your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Right. So like, she was like, yeah, the villain thing is when they tell me to buckle up, I'm gonna make sure I buckle up, keep my eyes open during the whole ride. I won't miss a moment of it. That way they don't I don't waste any money that I paid for the ticket. It's just the most petty nonsense.
That's like some Ed and Eddie level villain shit or something.
It really is.
Some Dexter's Laboratory.
She's actually like a super good person, but like, of course, she tries to make everything as edgy and villainous as possible.
Fucking Mojo Jojo levels here. But I mean, still really cool, and I feel the way that this kind of effect is getting used so much, I feel like even as a common, she's going to be like a staple. Or at least like a couple of Eleg. I've definitely seen art of Eleg before on certain sites. Anyway,
yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay.
No, I'm saying, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to post them links? Just don't do that.
That's after the recording, brother. But okay, we do have an anti-change. When you use this card's backup, choose one of your opponent's characters with the level higher than your opponent's level and send it to memory. You have to discard 2 cards, but this is on a level 1. So
I was like a level 1 pitch 2, like no stock cost. That's pretty sick.
That is, but it sends to memory, so like. It's like, okay, cool, I'm getting rid of something, but I'm
It could be helpful.
I'm giving my opponent memory compression, basically, is like the quote-unquote trade-off, but I don't care what people say. That this has saved my ass on like certain, like any kind of anti-change effect, just like, it's run because it's
anything
needed.
that immediately removes the threat, cool.
Like, and that's the other thing, too. If your opponent's like, cool, I want like characters on stage, not in memory, like even if they decompress, this is a threat for like standby stuff. Like the fact of like you get all these standby decks that are popping out like 2/2s and stuff. They have to remember this card exists if they go up against Nikke. Like that's the thing. So that's gonna be an interesting thing. But we're down to the commons.
That's the Summer Neon.
We have
down there.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. We got more Naga. She gets buff. She has Encore.
Yeah, I was like, she's a 6K.
Yeah,
6K clock Encore.
Then okay. Neon the Neon is an anti-change send the stock bomb basically for anti-change. So
situation mill 3 if there's a climax, choose one of your opponent's level 3 or lower front row characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I just mill a climax and I just retire one of their stuff for good.
Pretty much.
That's not bad.
And then the second effect adds to that.
Has to be front row though.
Mm-hmm. But that's fine.
On reverse, yeah.
Or when this is
stock
reversed.
Anti-change. I'll take it. Yeah.
This is interesting. Okay, so I already see some flavor for this. Laplace. During the turn...
she's the greatest hero. She's on the same squad with the greatest villain.
Yeah. It makes so much sense. Like, it makes a lot more sense. So does she put people in situations where they need to be saved and then save them?
That is kind of a story plot that was a very bad, like very sad time for her.
I think that's funny that I can.
She's like, for such a like little kid with like a kid mentality, she does like one of those badass get out of jail free cards. Like it's so wild.
I mean,
So
She's like borderline.
basically,
She's
when
borderline young
Nikke's
enough. Mm-hmm.
yeah, when Nikke's get like damaged by these machines or whatever, sometimes they go under a state called corruption, where basically
Mm-hmm.
that's like the end of their days right there. You don't come
Ah,
back from corruption.
got you.
So she's like, the corruption has gotten to the point where now they can like take over and start, just causing damage using said Nikke's. So she's like, all right, bet I'm the greatest hero. I'm not about to hurt no civilians. So she just takes a pistol to her head and she's like, all right, I'll see y'all later.
All
And
right,
then
peace
of
out.
course we stop her from doing that because, us as the commander, we're good people. So
No, you're good. This is interesting
yeah.
though. So this has a wall of text, but let's break this down because this is kind of funky. During the turn this was placed on stage from hand, when your character is reversed, so a separate character from her, if you have 3 or more reversed characters, you can pay 4, sack 3 Nikke characters, and discard 4 cards. If you do, move this to an empty front row slot, send all of your opponent's characters to waiting room, and this gets hero.
Yep, and then she becomes a hero. Yep.
That's why. Like, okay, cool. This is just in the back row. I swing. I purposely.
I forgot
ram.
to mention all the Matis characters.
This doesn't target.
Like
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, all the Matis characters. They all have the weird thing where they transform the outfits, like as you saw with the Drake's alternate art.
I can kind of see.
And then
that
and
on
her
hers.
like signed art, whereas she just has like
she
has like a different suit on and the common glass.
Yeah, heck yeah! I love seeing that. That's so cool. I like the. I know it's kind of hard to see on the video here, but there's like a little drawing thing. It's just so cute, like a burb. Looks like a fat bird. I don't know. Anyway, so that's crazy, but I would love to see an effect like this go off and just watch somebody just have a bad day.
So let me make sure I read this correct. It's pay for sack 3, discard 4 when it's placed on stage from hand, and
the turn that she was placed.
when it's placed the turn is placed on stage from hand. Yeah.
So you could purposely ram like a bunch of level 0s or something.
When your character is reversed, if you have 3 or more reversed characters. So an empty front row slot, which doesn't really matter because it's going to be probably in the front row as well.
No, you're going to have it in the back row, and then you're going to
actually you can have it back row. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, if you're in a situation where I guess she's also reversed.
You got to think your back rows aren't ever going to become reversed, so the cost of having 3 or more reversed characters is just going to be center stage.
Yeah, doesn't target, just sends nukes their field, and then shows up with that's cool. I like that. And
then so you can basically get off like a 4th attack with her, but and nuke your opponent's board basically, because it says send really all of them. It's their whole field.
Yeah,
I like this. I want to do something with this. Anyway,
that's super sick. It's like a huge minus, but the reward is amazing.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's gonna be. Oh, and speaking of like huge stuff, we have the event. I realize we're still in yellow for this, which is totally fine. I don't care, but it's just fun.
There's too many cards. We're going to be here for a minute.
We are. If you don't have a Nikke, can't be played. Choose one of your characters that gets the following ability. Oh,
can't be reversed.
It gets both of these. You get to do both of these. You give one character can't be reversed. I don't think it says choose one or the other. I think you get to do both of these. Usually they would say like choose one of the following effects.
In here.
So you get to give one of your characters they can't be reversed, and then give one battling character, which would be your opponent's. This cannot deal damage to players.
Yeah, I think it looks like you do both.
Yeah, but you can use this on something on like one character, make it so the opponent isn't going to deal damage, and then choose one of your other characters because it doesn't say choose one of your
protect the other character
and protect it. That's gonna be funky. And then, of course, we have all the really, really pretty artwork for.
I see that because you can be like, your unit can't deal damage to me, and then also choose my unit and be like, hey, no, you can't be reversed either.
Pretty much.
That's cool.
So we have a bunch of choice, 2 different shots.
Cost 4,
they do cost 4, so that's going to be the crazy thing. And if you're doing the freaking Laplace, you're definitely not going to have that.
Yeah. If you're doing that and you have enough to actually pay for the golden ship right after.
Like, oh my god, no. Not just showing off the climax art.
There's the Honest and Helm choice trigger. Then there's the Tia Naga
Ooh,
choice
we got
trigger.
Blanc and Noir coming up on here in green. That's going to be
And
nice.
there's the exotic shot trigger, the counter shot trigger.
Yee.
Oh my god, the counter's shot trigger has 2 different arts.
Yeah, I don't know what this last one's supposed to be labeled
I
as, like
don't think that
rarity.
last one is supposed to be there.
No, it's a climax. Like you can see, look at the bottom left.
Oh
you
no,
can
no,
see,
yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah.
And then if you look in the top left, it's very faint, but you can see the trigger and the shot.
Yeah, I see it. It's very like it like blends into the card there.
It very much like there's no like even if I zoomed in, it'd be hard to see. But all right, so that is it for yellows. We are on to the green ones now. Rupee.
Yeah, I found a lot of interesting things with that yellow. I'm pretty happy about those.
Yeah, I mean we're like, I jokingly say, oh, we're only just now getting done with yellow, but the fact of how much was just cram packed in yellow was kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm nerding out. Don't you worry.
You're good. I don't care if this is like fucking 2 hours. It's like whatever.
Good.
So he's like, good. I'm planning. No, you're good. So okay, so we'll alternate this time if you want to. I'll let you start with the rupee, unless there is a specific one you want to talk about in the double rares.
No. I'll just go ahead.
Go for it.
Good. All right. Let's see. Talentum squad. That's cool. 0/0 double R. Cool. When the bar is placed in the climax area, build the top card of your deck. If that card is a Nikke character, send it to stock. Choose one of your characters to get 1,000. Oh, that's not bad.
A little bit of extra, and you get to, if you have 2 of them, both of them will go off.
Yeah. That's really good. 500 power, in the back row, of course. Mm-hmm. Brainstorm, pay 1, rest this card specifically. Check top 4 for each bar trigger. Search your deck for a Nikke. Mm-hmm. And then choose one of your characters, give it 1,000. She just buffs a lot.
She's a lot of buffs. And I know there's gold bar shenanigans coming up here, but most definitely this should be very interesting. I'm very curious as to how strong the trial deck is. We still got to go check that one other card that's from the trial deck.
Is the trial deck list like out?
Oh yeah, it'll be on this page. It'll be on the bottom of this.
Oh, okay.
It should.
Okay, good. Because I looked at the Weiss set and it didn't show it yet. So, or the Weiss page and didn't show it yet.
No worries. I'm loving the bunny girl outfits though. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. See, they're from the 777 squad. They're basically like the casino squad.
Oh, I love that. I didn't even think. I was like, why is it saying? I didn't even think of 777. It's casino. That's so cool.
Okay. Yeah. So they're like all the like. There's this big casino where all they do is just host bunny girls, basically.
I would live there.
They're from. Yeah, trust me, I would live there.
Also, I didn't even notice this. They have cards that have the Weiss symbol on their on the far right pictures.
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
I don't know if that's like in the game or not. I don't know if that's their own separate thing. Probably not really.
This is probably a Weiss only.
That's probably the Bushiroad special. Like, yeah, that's right. We did that.
Yeah, we did that. Us.
Damn. That's sick though. I do like that.
Here we go. It's right here. Okay, so
for record, for future reference here, Talentum is basically like the merchant squad.
The merchants. Okay, gotcha. So
I
kind of like her
bunch
design.
Of, like, stores and stuff.
I kind of like Dala's design, but we have 2 more double rares to talk about here. We have Blanc is 3285. If you have the Noir, this gets 2k. When this is placed on stage from hand, draw up to 1. This gains 2k. Kind of simple. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can discard 2 cards, choose up to 3 cards in your opponent's waiting room, shuffle them back into their deck. So just trying to decompress them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But this Noir, this is one of those cards. Oh boy.
Yeah. Placed on stage, all my characters get a soul, baby. That's what I like to hear.
Oh god.
Yeah, okay. So you can't stop me now.
So it's kind of ascending. Like you have like 2 in the back row. You play this. She'll get 1. You play a second one. The second one will only have +1, but the first one will have +2. You play a third one of her. If you were to play 3, I'm just saying for the climax combo.
Yeah, for reference.
You do have to have the Blanc.
One has 3, one has 2, one has 1.
Pretty much.
Right.
Or one has +3, one has +2, one has +1. If you were to play 3 of these and then still have like a Blanc, which it just says says you have to have it on the field. It doesn't say it has to be center stage. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, reading that climax combo for Noir, holy moly.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here.
Anyway, when the bar is placed on climax area. If you have another blanc, which is the card we just read above us, basically.
This one.
This card gains the following ability: continuous damage increased by your shot trigger, affects by 1. And then this turn, all your characters currently on stage gain on attack. Look at top 2, choose up to 2 cards among them, place them on top of your deck in any order, and send the rest to your waiting room.
And this stacks for every single copy of this Noir, as long as you have one blanc in the back row. And so
I do like how it says it doesn't have to be center stage. So like you could just have one in the back chilling.
Yeah, there's something else coming up in a little bit. You're gonna love this. So if it has a shot trigger, you can, if you have multiples of this on the field, you could have shot triggers doing 4. Like 4 like cancel burn.
You can just have them all burning.
Exactly. And then because it says
strong.
Because it says all of your characters currently on stage gain the top check 2, that effect stacks. So you can go, cool, top check 2, get rid of 1. Top check 2, get rid of 1. Top check 2. Oh, look, there's the shot trigger that I want. Put it on top. Proceed to go off.
Yeah.
And just
or repeat. If you happen to be blending in with the other. Well, actually, no, that doesn't work because you have to have the bar in the climax area.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
But we're gonna see some stuff in a little bit here. So, God bless. All right, so Dala.
And of course, Merchant Squad has to have the if this card is or if the bar is in any area, then you get a bar trigger.
Yeah. This counts as having the bar trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So the second one like this, and then it lets you have a call like on play, pitch a climax to salvage. But the on says when this trigger check reveals a climax with a bar trigger. So if you revealed the Dala, it doesn't count because it's not a climax.
Count,
yeah. Choose a character, can add it to hand. That's funky. When this is reversed, pay 1, pitch 1, send this to memory, search your deck for a Nikke. Okay. Guillotine. I'm just continuously scrolling down.
It does send in the mem. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
pretty sure there's something sad about this. I haven't actually seen this Nikke.
Probably.
Pretty sure there's something sad about that. That art looks sad.
Very much so. This screams like Angel Beats to me.
Exactly. I was just getting ready to say that.
So that is it for the double rares. So there's something that, if I remember correctly, that's going to combo with this Noir that's going to make it even crazier when we get to it. If I miss it, I'm sorry, but still. When this is sent...
I mean, there's another Blanc and Noir duo coming up, too. So.
Oh, no. Wait, is it the same, it's the same character?
Guillotine, the Chunin Bio character.
Oh, she has the... Megane. She has that.
Yeah. She got the eye patch.
Which is still cool. She, if she dies, you can pay a cost to search your deck for a cost 0 Nikke and summon it onto the stage. Rested specifically, so that you can't pull some Ayame level shenanigans they learned.
Right.
All right.
Wait, cost 0.
Yeah, cost 0. Right? Yeah, so you can summon level 1s.
Okay. I had to make sure. Yeah. You can get the Blanc up coming up too.
The Ray can have a bounce back effect. The Blanc is on attack if you have the gold bar. Even in the game, mill 2, choose up to 1. Okay, it's just the cigarettes combo. People refer to that, but you get the salvage back. Still very nice.
Right.
Here we go.
I am liking that most of these cards just like
kind
of trigger off the same one, which is kind of nice.
The Noir here. If a climax with a bar trigger is in your climax area, all of your other climaxes in any area gain shot trigger. On top of whatever they already have. It's a standby, cool. It also has a shot trigger. It's a choice, cool. It also has
it also has shot trigger. That's so
nice. Look, you're running 8 bar? Cool. Everything has shot. So you're just sitting there trying to trigger like all of that over and over and over. Your shot triggers get shot trigger. So you can stack shot triggers on the same trigger. So it's a lot. Like that was this is like the extent of my knowledge as to what.
Because then because that also would would get buffed by the noir too in the front.
Exactly. So then
Yeah,
that
I see what you're
noir in the
saying.
front is like, okay, cool. Now my shot trigger that has an additional shot trigger pops off
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, whoops! I hit a crit trigger.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It also has a shot effect, which also means it's buffed.
Oh, look, you canceled. Ha ha ha. Burn 4 twice. Done. Like, gee,
Yeah.
like it's kind of dumb. But like, I realize also with the whole because they're like the nature of the game from what I've seen gameplay wise is them shooting guns. I'm like, oh, that's why they played off the shot trigger like so much. At least that's what I gathered. But
Right.
alrighty. So yeah, that's the shenanigans. I don't know anything else past this point.
Yeah, no, that's actually very interesting.
Alrighty. So now we're getting into what do we got here? Mary.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anything else, but yeah, she's got a little something, something.
It's a level 2 effect that lets you heal. That's sort of an encore step if you have the. They're bringing back Gold Bag. What?
Yeah, get the. Actually, yeah, that's true. I haven't seen one of those in a minute.
That's been a hot minute since I've mentioned the phrase Gold Bag on like any of my first impressions. Like it's been a minute.
Right now, you have to let an empty slot or a reverse slot in front of you, though.
But you get to heal, which like
You do get to
that's
straight heal with
funny.
No conditions. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I kind of like no other real cost.
I'm saying no cost. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, if you have 2 or more other Nikkes, she gets 5k. So she's sitting at, like, with the gold bag, because it's a 1k1, you're sitting at 11.5 before anything else. Which is just kind of crazy to me. If you also run that noir, because it's still, like, a level assist, you can still, like, oh, because you're... Oh, no, this is if a gold bar, so not if a gold bag gets played.
Yeah,
a little bit different there. It'd be a little too crazy. Like, I'm doing all the shot trigger shenanigans, and at the same time, I'm healing. Like, oh, God, no. That's too much.
All right.
All right.
So there's
Disposal
2
D.
gold bars here, and there's the gold bag. Okay, cool.
So Disposal D grabs stuff back. Maiden, which I love her art as well. She kind of looks like there's a VTuber. I can't think of her name. If I think of it later, Scarla Yonaguni. Very much looks like Scarla from that. It just looks really, really good.
Gotcha. I know nothing about VTubers, so I'm gonna trust your word for it.
Extrinsic trait?
Yeah, extrinsic. That's an extrinsic squad. Her and Guillotine are on the same squad.
Ah, gotcha. So
and they both have this kind of my power is sealed in this one thing. Like for Guillotine, like my power is sealed in my eye. For Maiden here, her power is actually sealed like mouthwise.
I was gonna. Oh, okay. Well, that explains the art.
She has like a speaking ability or something like that. I don't really remember.
Oh, like
I've seen her once.
Like the one girl from Yozakura Quartet or whatever it was called.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I can't. I'll feature me if you decide to edit it in such a way. Anyway, but
yeah,
give a character they can't move.
I'm actually very surprised they don't have her mouth guard on any of these arts, but why would they? I guess they have every ability to milk it.
Future event. Something's getting milked. Anyway, it's all good. We're past the point where YouTube's listening anymore.
That's true.
So she can also pay a cost to grab stuff back as well. Freema is a climax swapper. Mihara, at the start of your climax phase, if you're 3 or more than Nikkes, you can put the top card of your stock into clock, rest this. So this is going to be a back row thing. This turn, this gains the following ability. At the start of your attack phase, deal 1 damage to your opponent, then choose one of your opponent's standing characters and rest it. Why would you have to rest it on your opponent's turn? Or on your turn?
Put the top card of your clock into your stock, rest this.
Stock into your clock.
Yeah, sorry. I said clock twice, didn't I? I felt like I did.
You're good.
At the start of this conversation, if you have 3 or more, pay the cost. At the start of your
because you're resting this, it just makes it. If it was like at the start of your opponent's climax phase or something, then I could understand. But I feel it would also be way higher.
You're not going to be having anything standing during your turn anyway, though.
That's going to be weird.
I guarantee you, it's something with what's that girl's name? I think it's Yumi.
Maybe
Yumi. There's another character that's from War Dress. I bet you she has something to do with this. I'm gonna hold my judgment on her until I see
Oh,
the
true.
unit.
You know what? That's a fair point. We got to think might be like a combo. Like there's another
Yeah.
character. Okay, that's fair. We have
Uni.
Pepper.
Uni is her name. Yes.
Uni. Okay.
Uni. I'm gonna wait to see if she has something to do with that.
You're good. I've seen Pepper before. I've seen art of her. Non-lewd this time. More YouTube ads. I've seen her pop up for that.
She's a part of the medic squad, so she's with Mary and all them. With Seraphim.
Okay, she can save herself.
And she searched for a Mary. Okay.
For the 39?
The healing Mary.
This Mary. Okay.
The healing Mary.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I had to...
Healing climax combo.
We have Jan. When this card's trigger check reveals a climax with a bar, draw a card, discard a card. So, fair enough. Which, reason...
Which, hey, that lets you...
Yeah, you can...
Actually, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I was going to say you can discard the bar. You can't. No.
You can.
Oh, you can, because
it fulfills...
same time.
Yeah, it fulfills the condition of the gold bar completely and totally first, then this pops off. So, the gold bar will be in your hand. Yeah.
Get rid of that gold bar if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. So, Guilty Gear. If you have a yellow, red, and blue in your level... I think
Guilty is one of my favorite units.
Oh, okay, so if you have the other three, you can play this without meeting color requirements, but I mean, just save yourself the headache and just run green? Whatever.
Yeah, really.
If you do not if you don't meet that, you can't
play this card, though.
That's so weird.
I wanted to read the rest of the card first, because I actually really like this whole characters thing. It's kind of funny to me. So when your characters return it to your hand and discard, then you may discard a card. Choose one of your influence characters.
Nothing crazy for that.
So you can just bounce 2 of their characters for a discard one.
Okay. So you get to bounce some stuff. And then
pay 3 on reverse, just clocks in.
Kick, okay.
That's pretty okay.
Interesting.
I find this character funny, because she's one of the 3 characters that I was complaining to you about that one day, where you have to spend 2 months to be able to unlock them.
Oh, okay. That's
by doing the little petty.
Also, she's
petty missions.
She's insanely over spec. She's 11.5 base.
Yeah.
So that she has to have some kind of drawback as well. So that's understandable.
Right. So you have to be playing all 4 colors basically to get that.
No, you don't have to. You can just play the 3.
Oh wait, never mind. Just kidding. Never mind. That's your time.
Still, it's kind of weird, but whatever. You know what? I will happily see that get dropped on my ass at a fucking regionals and just be like, all right, well, here we go.
If you have a yellow card, a red card, and blue card in your level zone, this card can be played without meeting the color requirement.
Yeah.
If you do not, discard. Okay, so you can still play it with just green. Right?
No, you can't. It says if you don't.
No? Okay, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
You're correct. So literally, you can't play her in mono green. If I'm reading this correctly,
you have to have all 4 colors for it. Okay, that's what I was saying.
No, you don't have to have green at all. You just have to meet.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I count her as the 4th color.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair.
That's the communication error.
You're good. You're good, my dude. It's honestly
I'm counting her as her own color.
And this is also why I have the comment section. If we are completely and totally wrong on this effect, please feel free to correct us down in the comments. It will be appreciated.
Okay. Let me rephrase that to where we both can understand it. Outside of her color, you have to be playing yellow, red, and blue. Okay, there we go.
Black and yellow, no, wait, no.
Let there be a black color deck.
God, no. No. Oh my goodness.
We're just trying to Digimon at that point.
That or go back to Bumblebee with Ruby.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, sorry, just quick little side tangent. There was legitimately an outtakes video thing of Monty Ohm just messing around with the models and stuff. I think it's still on YouTube. But there's a specific one where he's having Yang and Blake dance to Black and Yellow. And it was funny as all hell. So
that's funny.
It's bro. R.I.P. the GOAT. Anyway,
that was a lot of text on that card for it to do really 2 things.
For real. But all right, we have Novel, which is basically your level correction card. Just every turn
Sherlock
you can.
Holmes.
Yeah. I love seeing when the characters do the little balancing the pin thing right there. It's just funny to me.
Yeah. I wish I could do pin tricks.
The
pin twirl in my hand.
Yeah, the pin twirl thing. I can't do that shit either.
My finger's too big.
we got milk.
Yeah, another from Cafe Sweetie.
Not a Gamer Sups reference.
No, not a Gamer Subs reference at all.
We do have a spammable brainstormer with her. Pay 1 and you can pay as many times as you want. Mill 4 for each climax. Resolve the following effect: salvage a character and discard 1 card. So,
yeah,
interesting. Let us continue. At the start,
spammable's good.
This is interesting. In 102. Sounds like I'm saying like a radio station name. At the start of your encore step, if you don't have the one on that sends herself to memory, if you don't have that on in memory, you send this to the waiting room.
Yeah, so she doesn't stick around.
She also gets rid of like memory compression if your opponent's trying to like hyper memory compress, which is just good. Sugar is a 2K backup.
5 or more, send 4 to. Just request remember to send all other cards to the rating room.
Yeah,
so you just send like 1 card.
In that specific sense, yeah, it makes them get rid of 1. But if you have someone who's like memory compressed like 8 cards or something, it's get rid of them. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, if they need more, you get rid of those. But I was just saying, like for the event that they have 5, I've never seen, at least in my experience of playing the game, and granted, there was a nice 1.5, 2 year stint that I was not there. But
that's fair. But
I haven't seen anyone have more than like 2 or 3 in their memory. So
like the thing is,
outside of Overlord with the 4.
That's fair, but like there's a big thing for that too. I mean, like even in the 4 with like Shaltier, those come back, so it's not exactly like hyper compression. But like you'll see a lot of other cards now that's like if the number of cards in your memory is 3 or less, 2 or less, or whatever the hell,
right?
Then that is also kind of a limiting condition, so people can't do that with like a lot of the newer sets. So
right, gotcha.
Sugar that 2K backup that pays for herself basically.
Yeah,
Exia.
super nice.
We have a Gundam reference in here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the Gundam 00 fans. Anti-change reverser that is a clock bomb. Interesting. And you get to look at your opponent's the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, put them back on top in the original order.
Oh yeah, it has a level 0.
Here's the uni.
Effect from,
Ooh, interesting. I get why it does the rest thing now. You were correct. There is a combo.
Yeah.
Oh, true. So you could use her.
And
okay, so you could.
They can't activate the act fairs of characters on their stage. Interesting.
You could. Okay, so going back to the Mihara, you can choose one of your opponent's standing characters, rest it after you burn 1. You could pick a character in the back row that is standing. Mm-hmm. Like maybe it's an assist or something that doesn't rest itself. Right. Because the uni it's a level 2 0 cost 5K. For each of your opponent's rested characters, this gets 500 power. So it's just giving the uni another
like an extra buff.
Buff basically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that seemed like a really weird effect to not have it have a payoff, even though the payoff is a little too small for all that to me. But.
Oh wow, the uni also, even if you don't do that, the uni has a really good effect on play. Pay 2. If you do look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose 2 cards from them, put them back on top of your deck in any order. Send the rest to waiting room. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, your opponent cannot use act effects of characters on their stage. That's even new ones.
That is decent.
That's even new ones that get played. Oh, it's not like, you're just making it so my current Brainstormer can't use this effect. No, if you play another one, the way this reads...
activates, or on their stage in general.
Yeah, that's a lot. That could... Depending on the deck, that could really mess your opponent up. Oh god, right. That would completely and totally destroy what's it called? Macross. You don't know about this. So Macross, I'm assuming you don't know anything about Macross Delta, do you?
I think you've explained it to me once, but explain it again for the people.
You're good for the people out there in the crowd. Okay, so Macross Delta has a very interesting setup where they through a event combo, their climaxes in their waiting room that they play share names with climaxes in their waiting room. They have a Brainstormer, so an act ability, that lets them pay a cost to send all cards in their deck except for 5 or 6 or something of that nature into the waiting room, so that you fulfill that condition of having basically every climax that you need in your waiting room for all of your effects to be able to go off. You wouldn't be able to use that Brainstormer effect to set your deck up, to set up your combo to do that. For Timmy, there is an effect of at the end of the turn, you send all of your waiting room back into the deck, so you don't take refresh damage each time you do this. But
right.
But it's the fact of you could do that and go, cool, I just shut down all of Macross, like doing that kind of effect.
Right.
That's just funny to me.
Stops it instantly.
And you don't have to pay a cost for her when you play her. It's just like, cool, I'm just going to have this and go, cool, sucks to be you. Just this is like a very interesting tech one or two of if you're running any amount of green. Anyway, we've been on this one for far too long. I like this uni. It's really cool. Marciana.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
This is interesting. When this card's damage is not canceled,
heal when it
one.
Sticks, it actually heals one.
Interesting. I mean, she's basically only going to be like a 5/5, but still.
Yeah, it's like very weak. Well, like, still though, there's situations where it could last more than a turn.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, and she's very cheap to play. It's just like, cool, I could just keep trying to like heal myself down repeatedly.
Right.
And we have an event. Flip over the top 3. Send them to where? Oh, it's like something in the warehouse event from Bang Dream. Depending on how many Nikke characters you mill, you get to salvage back a Nikke character with a level equal to or lower than that number. So if you mill 3, you get to salvage back a level 3 or lower.
Right.
So I love the art for the gold bars. And the 1 gold bag, hell yeah. But no, the fucking Blanc and Noir one, that looks so good. See, we have...
Which one? Oh, yeah.
We have triple rare and triple rare plus. That's the, like, full art thing.
Yeah.
That's gonna have a price tag.
Who are you telling? Yeah.
Oh, brother.
That's gonna be a price tag to have.
I went to scroll down to the reds. I had to glance twice at Modernia. I thought it was Chloe from Hololive. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Huh? Orca, what are you doing here? Oh dear God, I glanced up at Red Hood. Okay.
Oh, Red Hood's the sickest character.
I had to stretch. All right. Oh boy, here we go.
That's the Red Hood was like, I guess I need like 10 copies of this bitch.
Apparently, this is a wall. Let's get through this. Play Red Hood 0015. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can pay 1, pitch 1. Perform the following effect. If you're level 1, this turn, all of your characters on stage get +1 soul. If you're level 2, choose one of your opponent's characters, return it to hand. If you're level 3, deal 50 damage to your opponent. Then look up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 Nikke character amongst them, show it to your opponent, and add it to your hand, send the rest to waiting room. The fuck? What the fuck? This is just... Red Hood is utility, like...
For a 0/0, that's a lot.
And on top of this, she's a Brainstormer as well.
Yeah, so, the fact that she's a Brainstormer, I was like, yep, I need the first half effect's just funny.
Yeah, no, this may never happen, but oh my God, if it does, yeah. But pay 1, rest 1, mill 4 for each climax, salvage back a character. So, all right, so it is your turn for the Modernia.
Yeah, I'll read Modernia. That's cool.
Yeah, you will. Right. You're gonna like it. What? Huh?
I might.
That got very forceful. What the hell, Cade? Anyway.
If you got 2 or more Nikke characters, this card gets 4,000 power. So, we're pretty solid.
She's a constant 106k at that point.
Yeah, she's a constant 6k.
Hell yeah.
Then climax combo on attack. If you have the door climax in your climax area, and if you have 2 or more other Nikke characters or the top card of your deck, choose 1 level X or lower character from your waiting room, add it to your hand. If X is 2 or higher, put up to 1 card from the top of your deck into your stock. And X is the level revealed card.
Yeah. So. Well, that's really cool. Like, as long as you can see that it's... Because at that point, you're seeing that it's clean. So, like... And I guess in that case, it is very similar to the Chloe. I realize I was jokingly saying, like, oh, she kind of looks like it. But if you think about it, Hololive players... Also, this has a soul trigger. Hololive players, this is very similar to Chloe. Kind of, without the resonate thing. Like, you get to... like. Somehow give this character like a top check effect. You go, okay, cool, I see a level 2 or higher. Cool, I get to salvage back a 2 or higher, and then that top card goes to your stock. Like, it's basically Chloe, like, in a sense. Like, because Chloe, you also have to pay the cost of resonating. You get to instead work with the level 1 or higher and salvage anything. But so this is kind of this is Walmart Chloe basically. So I don't.
Bro, I got so used to calling it like boat that I was like, what in the world is a door? And I realized it was salvage.
Oh yeah, that's the 1K1 salvage. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so used to calling it like boat. I'm like,
I didn't know you. I didn't know you called it. You know, if you look at it from the side, Funky, it does kind of look like a boat. That's fair.
I mean, I play the climax on the side, so I never see it as a door. I see it as like one of those little salvage boats, and I'm like, all right, cool, it's a boat.
This man's like reaching over to like I think your GGO deck has a salvage trigger or something. You're just like, wait, what? But I don't know.
No, I just scrolled down to see which climax it was for the Modernia.
But you see it now, like you see the. It was like, oh
no,
wait.
I see it's a door. I see it. If you stand the card upright, it's a door. Yeah, I see it.
It's like, but to me,
I see it. But from the side, it looks like one of those salvage boats. And I'm like, yep, it's a boat.
It will always be a boat in my heart now.
Look, you beat me over the head with Contai too often. I didn't know what else to do.
It's all good. I'll bring Azure Lane next time, and we
good. I'll get beat over the head with that too.
More boats. But next we have is the last double rare. We have Alice, 3/2/8K. If you have 4 or more Nikke characters, minus a level in hand, very easy early play condition. If all of your characters are Nikke, this gains 2K, so she'll be a 10. And when this card's battle opponent is reversed, you may send that character to the top of your opponent's deck. Very nice removal.
And yeah. Costless too, which is nice.
Exactly. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can discard a card, return the top card of your clock to your hand.
Yeah, heal to hand.
So it's like, I'm just going to clock this, draw 2, summon this, send it, discard, grab it right back. Like, okay.
Yeah.
It's whatever the top card is, so whether it's a character or a climax, doesn't matter. There's some that are like the Horizon, I think, is just grab back a Dengeki Bunko character. It's not like, I don't think it's like the top card.
Yeah, just grab back any of them.
It's just any, specifically Dengeki Bunko, you can't grab back events and climaxes. If I'm remembering,
it seems like a lot of this is very climax heavy though, so you probably always want to make sure you have at least something in your hand.
True. That's very fair. And then we have, all right, so that's it for the climax.
That's it for the doubles.
Climaxes. Yeah, that's it for the doubles. I was going to say, that's it for the climaxes. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? I just looked down at Leona. That's what stopped my brain for a half second there.
Oh, the dog. I'm like, the dog bear thing, whatever that is.
What the dog doing? I saw that, and that's what made my brain just stop for a half second.
In her art here, or the alt art on the very right here for Leona. Yeah. She reminds me of Power.
I see it. I can kind of see it. I mean, does she have the the shark teeth?
As she ain't got the fangs though.
It looks like almost, but I'm guessing that's just because the pixels out this far.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe she probably does. Who knows?
I'm just like looking at these secondary traits. Underworld Queen, Happy Zoo. Okay.
Yeah, yes. Happy Zoo is a squad name. Underworld Queen is also a squad name.
Absolutely. Okay, so Sakura is a level 0 reverser and
But she climax combos with the standby.
Yeah, on play of the standby.
As a 0, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, always. Oh, okay. So it's when the standby gets played, you bounce her back to hand, top check. If it's a Nikke, add that to hand. So you just get to, it's a plussing engine for standby. Very nice.
Yeah.
Leona
as if they needed more plussing for standby.
Of course. Why not? It's like, no, I've seen your Nino deck way too much as well.
Yeah, I have.
Sport dog. I don't know. I have to play this game just to find out what the fuck's up with the dog.
Choking the life out of it. Yeah.
This poor thing. Maybe he likes it. I don't know.
Who knows?
She gets a buff.
Some people would kill to be where he is right now.
Yeah, it should have been me, not him. It's not fair. But she has twin drive.
Trigger tech twice, yeah. That's pretty nice.
To try to get basically just trying to trigger standbys, basically. So that's fair.
Right.
He's like, no, it's not fair.
Ludmilla, the queen.
So is it Ludmilla? She doesn't look that. Okay, she is.
I mean, I've been saying like Ludmilla or something like that. Like that's kind of
this side profile here. Like I can hear the Peter Griffin. Welcome to the side boobow. Brother in Christ. Anyway, okay. So this is something we're also going to see kind of occurring a whole bunch more. Mm-hmm. Is effects like the second effect of this Ludmilla. Well, first off, she gets to buff other characters. basically paying a cost to bounce one of your opponent's characters back to hand. This one is not just like sack itself to waiting room. It's send this to stock and then send the bottom card of your stock to waiting room. So it doesn't really change how much stock you have in the long run, whatever. But it's just kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, it's funny, but it is a -1 technically. But like, you get to get rid of a problematic character.
You get to go, oh, that Yuji or that Shuna in the back row, get it off the field. You know. Cool.
Yeah, I don't want it here. Now I can hopefully get rid of it before it comes back.
Yeah. I mean, like, either that or, like I said, the Yuji from Shauna that stops your damaging from your auto effects. As long as you just get the one off the field, typically you're just like, cool, I can pop off now. And, like, so that's kind of the big thing. It's not like, oh, it's an extra deck monster. It goes back to the extra deck, and now it goes to their hand. But there are people are like trying to like look out for this kind of effect and like kind of shove them into decks now a little bit more. Noise. Oh, we have more Red Hood. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm kind of a fan of Red Hood after seeing that effect. Let's continue.
Oh no, I'm a fan of all of Red Hood. Like there was a whole special story involving her and Roppy actually.
Oh.
Actually, I was like super into. And he's like, my love for Red Hood is very high.
I'm understanding it slowly but surely. Let's see. Oh, Noise. 2/1. When this is placed on stage from hand, pay 1. This gets 1,000 power. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, they cannot play events from hand.
They're event locked.
Ooh. Okay, so depending on the deck, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, depending on who that is, that's pretty good.
Freerin is like the main culprit of this right now. Freerin's a very event-heavy deck, and depending on the build, I already know Fanta's going to correct me on this, but a lot of Danmachi decks, not every one of them, but a lot of Danmachi decks are very event-heavy. I know his is not. Fanta's like, I will run any fucking events. Fuck that shit. He goes to town, man, but I love his build.
Field. To the end of your opponent's next turn, this gets 4K, and they can't side attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So she'll be, if you did all effects, she's sitting at 11-5. Your opponent can't play events, and they have to frontal her ass, which is just kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Very. All right, so Red Hood, what do we got here? Place on stage from hand or memory.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, my heart.
My heart. She bounces out the memory, and then she can come back.
Oh, my heart. My poor heart. Oh, I just realized I said memory. That's still fresh in my mind.
Are we playing Chapter 9 music here? Never let you go. Oh my god.
Basically, yeah.
To all I just triggered all of the fucking Honkai Impact 3rd people. Okay, so let's go through this. So 3/2 9K. Placed on stage from hand or memory. She gets 4,500, so she's a 13-5.
Yep.
And the following two
abilities.
When the battle opponent becomes reversed, send that character to clock. Just outright. That is
outright take him out.
That is without your climax combo.
Encore step sends itself to memory.
That's so nuts. It just you get free clock shoot with her. It's dumb.
All right. When Red Ash is in the climax area, if you're level 3 or higher, pay the cost. Place this. Oh! So the climax comes from the memory, so she comes back. Okay,
so she goes into memory. Like if you stand by
them for 1 twice.
Yes. Oh, okay. So you go. Okay, cool. Climax phase. Play climax. Pay 3, pitch 2, summon her. If you do, and then if you're level 3 or higher, you can do.
Yeah, then you ping her. You ping them for twice.
Burn 1 twice. She swings. Yeah. She reverses. Clock shoot them. 4 instances of damage with ping 1, her damage, clock shoot, which is guaranteed.
Yep. And then it only costs it. She just leaves at the end.
So I mean, then you like do this and like some off finishers or something. Like this could be very nasty.
This could be really good.
I mean, even if you play multiples of her, I mean, obviously people are like, it's an on reverse effect though. It's going to be bad. People aren't running like a lot of the bouncing effects and running effects anymore that AOT did. So outside of, your character is very, very huge, very, very large and in charge. Yeah, sure. It's like going to be like, you got to worry about stats. But if you don't but if it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Anyway. All right. Biscuit. We have a happy pupper. Happy zoo in which
she is a happy pupper girl.
Yes. In which the dogs are not, being asphyxiated. On attack, you can discard a card to heal one. Always nice. Climax combo with a standby. When this attacks, pay 1, pitch 1, burn 4.
Yeah, be burning 4.
That's why are last shot Xenon cost getting lower and lower by the day?
They really are getting lower.
Like, oh my goodness! Like typically, okay, for
as I said back in my day, it was just sword art we had to worry about.
No, you're not wrong. For context,
does their climax do anything?
It's a standby.
1K1.
No, standby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it also had like a secondary effect.
No, it's just summon something basically. But so you can also heal, which is like just a funny thing as well. But the fact of like, okay, last shot Xenon.
Standby and crit.
Yeah. For last shot Xenon, it is a pay 2 pitch 1, right? And I think I'm remembering that correct.
I have it right here.
You know what? We're checking it live.
It's literally right here next to me, but I'm also going to turn on a light because I can't see anything in the darkness. I don't know if you got any of that, but
I heard you. I heard you.
Okay, good. Yeah, that'll be fun for headphone users. Let's see. Here we go. First card I picked up out of the deck. Yes, it is pay 2, pitch 1.
Pay 2. Okay, cool. Because I was fairly certain I was correct on that, but I've seen the opposite as well, where it's pay 1, pitch 2. So
I haven't looked at it in so long, but I was like, that sounds right, actually.
But either way, it's pay 3 resources, regardless of the version that you're looking at. This is pay 2 resources, so
all right.
Kind of crazy. All right, Modernia.
Now that I picked the deck up, I've ruined everything for myself.
You're good.
There we go. Nope, I immediately ruined it for myself again.
Oh, the Modernia can be played for a 0 cost if you sack a particular Modian, which is good ways down.
Oh, that's also painful in my heart.
I was saying she's crying. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole thing. I'll explain to it when we get to the Marion.
You're good.
Explain. You want to hear the plot of Nikke? That's the plot of Nikke for us, really.
See, okay. Scrolling down. We have on attack, pay 3, pitch 2, burn 4, as opposed to the above one with the climax combo, pay 1, pitch 1.
Yeah, well, one of them also doesn't have a climax requirement.
I know, but you go from 2 resources, the climax combo for Xenon being 3 resources. This is 5, and I guess 1 from hand for playing the climax regardless. So it's just higher because you pay 3
You do
pitch
heal
2.
too, which is nice.
You do heal, and it's heal to bottom of the deck, which is kind of funky, but I've seen it before. So yeah. I scrolled down to Audia, and I thought I was looking at a fucking Persona for a second here. I was like, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's a whole thing.
Rest 2 of your Nikkes. Choose 1 character, gets +1 soul. That's whatever. It's probably a use somewhere.
Yeah, it's alright.
Ooh, this Alice is a lot of hand
costume
filtering.
Alice.
Yeah, this is a lot of hand filtering. On play, reveal the top if it's Nikke, add to hand, discard a card. Also on play, discard a Nikke, draw a card. Just okay.
Yeah, tons of Alice.
Watch it, man.
Yep. Nero Cat Girl.
Cat Girl spotted.
Yep. Pay 1, Simus, top 4, grab a Nikke character. Oh, okay. No, that's not terrible.
The top card of your deck, if it's a Nikke or an event, add it to hand, discard a card. So Neve's okay, and she gets buff. Rosanna, I'm loving the character design for Rosanna. Holy shit!
Oh yeah,
very nice.
Yeah,
she's
part of Underworld, so she's like one of the mob bosses. She's the leader of a mob group called Hedonia.
She's the leader of the troop transformed by the nuclear goop. Sorry, when old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there. If anybody knows that song, comment. You know you're a real G. Anyway, on play, drop salvager for a delta. Tov is if you have 5 or more stock, all of your other characters get 500 power, just like randomly.
That's weird, but okay.
But then with the first effect during your turn, all of your other Nikkes get 1,000. So you're basically
so
just
15.
A global 15 constant. So if you play 2 of those, it's a global 3K constant.
That's.
Or I say constant, but
it sounds better when you put 2 of them on field. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, why stop there?
Right.
Just keep like
put 4 of them out there.
If you put 4 of them out there, that is a global 6,000. So even the ones that are on field are 109Ks. Yeah, they're gonna die 100%. But it's just funny as hell to me. Volume
is on play 1500.
I've heard of her. I remember this character for something else. Placed on stage or from hand or attacks.
Or attacks, excuse me. Yeah, or attacks.
No, you're good. Give 15. So you give someone 15, and then on attack, you basically can give someone a total of 3K. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, for the first turn 3K, and then anytime she survives, so that's 15 on swing.
Signal is just like losing her absolute shit. Just the explosion going on in the background. I love that.
She does that. She hates spoilers, by the way.
Did you know? I'm glad that my spoiler, the first thing that I thought of was the fucking Vaporeon copy pasta. Like, that's not a spoiler. What the? Sorry. Dumbledore dies. Anyway. Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least you didn't spoil who did it.
No, anyway. No. So Signal gets buff if she's in the front row, center slot.
Front center.
She gets 3K plus a soul. So she's a very interesting.
5 and a soul. 2 soul. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's kind of funky with if she was like a standby target, you're gonna want to have something else though, like on top of that.
She does have character encore.
True.
So like if you wanted to, you could just stick around and beat down.
I also love the alt art for Nihilister.
Yeah, Nihilister. Yeah.
That does something to me. Anyway, 2,500 backup.
Backup.
It's
choose one battling character and gets +6. So what?
It's the fucking I can't think of her name. It's the little fairy thing from Slime. It's the thing that Joe runs, or that was running in his deck and then would just never fucking grab it when we were doing the testing stuff. He got way better about that.
See, knowing my luck,
Remoris.
I'd use this, and then all 8 of it would stick, basically.
I know, right? It's like, cool, you're already swinging for 3. Cool, I'm going to make you a +9. 1, 2, stop.
4,
anytime.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, guess not.
Okay. I've seen it happen, but still.
It'll be my luck.
Like, and then I've seen that happen, and then the very next card was the climax after everything else stuck. Like, oh my god.
Pain and suffering, I know.
Very much. But it's Remoris, if I remember correctly, from Slime. I had to think about it.
Yep. Ignore that.
Is he playing the game?
I don't want to get you copyrighted. No, that was my phone ringing. That's Pokemon music. I don't want to get you hit.
We don't need Nintendo coming after me. What you trying to do, man? No, you're good. No, you're good. No, Moron.
Let me tell her.
You're good. I'll just read through some of these.
You're good. All right,
Moron's a standby target. Comes out basically as a 10K 2/2 with character encore. Okay, we have another thing of this. Quincy. If you don't,
she's one of the other prison units.
If you don't have a yellow, red, and blue in your level, this can't be played in general.
Okay, so all the prison cards are gonna have that then. Okay.
Funky.
Stop calling me.
Now, this is placed on stage from hand. Put up to 1 card from the top of your clock and winner. If you have 4 more than the Nikke character, send it to stock instead. Okay. Very nice. Place on stage from hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's that card is level 1 or lower, send it to stock. Then red event. Oh, it's like the Holix event. Search your deck for a climax added to hand. Okay, cool. Interesting. All right, and we are down to the last little bit here with blue.
There's the
Scarlet Shadow looks so good.
Yeah. Did you grab or did you see the event, or did I? Stop that.
No, okay. Yeah, I saw the event. It looks at the arts and everything for like the door climax. That looks sick, right? Sorry, my head's covering it. Right there, just really nice. But then the Scarlet Black Shadow art, I like that. I'm going to be looking for a wallpaper of her after this. I'm gonna be completely real.
Wait, which one?
The first double rare in blue.
No, I was saying which art.
The one on the far right, I really like.
Oh yeah,
It's just really nice. Like that just looks sick to me. It just gives me like
she's a real sick character. She's also really good.
Yeah. Is she like the Raiden May of like Nikke or something?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
She does a lot.
I just triggered more Genshin people. I'm just gonna trigger every single gacha community. We're gonna do that anyway at some point. So it was.
Oh yeah.
I started with the red, so you get to start with the blues.
All right, cool. It's crazy because the last couple like times I'm like, I started, and I never read another card.
I thought you did.
I'll do better.
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna make sense.
Anyway.
You gotta read them all
Scarlet
now.
Black Shadow.
No, you're good.
I got to. You're right. Double O, which is great. You know, I hope I don't have to pay anything for a zero cost.
I've seen like 2 ever that you do.
I need you to show me those because I don't believe you.
I can think of one of them.
I believe you a lot.
It's one of them is a level 0 Rico from Love Live Sunshine. That's the first one I remember. I can't remember the other one.
Got you.
But yeah, go ahead.
Unplay from stage to hand. Pay the cost, which is just 1. If you do, search for a climax. Show it to your opponent. Then choose 1 climax in your hand. Show it to your opponent, and then swap them, and then shuffle your deck afterwards, which is super good.
It's a climax swapper, but it's from deck instead of waiting room, which is nicer.
You can just swap it out of your deck, which is super cool.
Assuming that you know it's in your deck as well. Oh, like if you just refresh, cool. But if you're like, I think it's in my deck, and then you look and it's like, where is? Oh, it's stuck in my stock. You know, like that. That would suck, but still.
Right. And the crazy thing is, I like how it says up to, so you can basically just use it as like I want to look through it and then leave it alone.
You could.
Yeah, like you don't have to, unless the translation's wrong here, but I doubt it. But like, you can just get 0 and then just keep it moving.
Pretty much, but you can't like send a climax back, to my understanding.
Right. No. You have to, because I think you have to show it to your opponent.
Yeah.
And then you choose up to 1. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, maybe I don't know. If you choose,
you do reveal both because you have to prove that they're both climaxes.
Yeah, you might can just send 1 back from your hand.
Maybe so.
Maybe I think so.
Once again, this is where I leave the comment section completely open.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Correct us on this.
Figure that out for me.
We appreciate you.
Anyway,
especially you, Greg. Greg, you're an awesome guy.
When this card is sent from the stage to a waiting room, if you have a Nikke character, you may pay the cost, which is pitching a blue character on the bottom of your clock. Oh no, put one blue character from your waiting room to the bottom of your clock. There you go. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a level 1 or lower character, add it to your hand.
There is a very good chance this is going to be the most expensive double rare in the entire set. There's
probably.
It may not be.
That's a really good card.
It may not be, but this has good chances of being up there. I'm
thinking of all the double rares. This one seems to be the primo.
This is gonna be good. Anyway, all right, we got 2 more.
I'm gonna keep it going. All right, 2-1 Privati. Oh, made Privati actually.
Made for you.
And a punny name. I like it. Yeah. If a climax is in your climax area, this card in your area gains the shot trigger. She's the one that adds a shot. On place your stage hand, if you have 6 or less cards in your deck, she shuffles all your waiting room into your deck. So free refresh.
What? I'm sorry, I just looked at the Dorothy. Go ahead.
Oh, that's another unit I'm very excited for.
I just happened to glance down and went, oh my, what? Sorry, you're good.
Yeah, no. I mean, any comments for the privity before I continue further?
No, you're good.
All right, cool. Let's get to the juicy bits here.
Oh, she's a free
Dorothy.
fresh. The privity is a free fresh. That's what that is. Okay,
yes.
Sorry.
Yes, free fresh. Yeah. That's like any comments or concerns about that? Yeah.
No, that's a good card.
Cool. Yeah, Dorothy 3/2. Do on place stage of hand, heal 1. Climax combo. When you put on your pants, this card's in your front row. Pay the cost. If you do, which cost is just 1 stock. This turn gains 3,000 powers and 2 abilities. First ability being all your other cards with soul trigger in the area gain shot trigger, which is super cool. And then on attack, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Search for 1 card among them. Put them back to the top of your deck, and it's in the rest of your deck. Or put the remainder of the top of the deck. Blah, blah, blah.
So, if you run like an 8 pants deck with this the pants has a crit trigger on it, so it will give any pants a shot trigger effect on top of the pants trigger effect. But the way that this reads, all of your other cards with the Soul Trigger gain that. So
in any card with Soul Trigger. So even if you flip a random Soul Trigger character, it'll get the shot trigger.
So you basically...
Whereas the other ones earlier just said climax, like this one says all cards.
But it's so good. Nice. Now, because it's on like 2 separate climax combos, it's not like you're going to be able to stack like the other 2. We don't have the whole dimension link thing that I was talking about before with Macross. So, but then, like I said, it says when it's played, you pay 1. If you have multiples of these, this stacks. Once again, you can add multiple shot triggers multiple times.
Right.
So you just, that is so nasty. Like, even if you just play 2 of these, like, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, no, this card's
anyway,
legit.
Sorry. Alrighty, continuing on. Alright, so that is it for the double rares for blue. Okay, so you're going to have to explain this one, Marian. This card. Oh, you said the erosion thing, the corruption.
Yeah, the corruption. This is the card that started it all, yes.
I'll say I've definitely seen her art before, so I'm assuming...
Yeah. This is the card that starts our character on a journey, unfortunately. We had to do some unsavory bullets to her dome, unfortunately.
It's all good. Like I said, we're far enough in. YouTube's not going to nix me as bad.
Right.
We're not monetized.
Right. And then if you really, well, I mean, it's been so long at this point that plot point's there. I don't really care anymore. It's probably been like well over a year and some change.
But what about that one girl that doesn't like spoilers? No, you're good.
So, due to us doming her in the head and the erosion, she actually ends up being revived as a heretic, and she is actually Modernia.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Real. Oh, I have to go find Modernia right now. I just want to see.
Yes, she is Modernia. Modernia is a reborn, eroded version of her, but for some odd reason, the love for the commander was so strong that like it overtook. So now they're different. They're just a different entity entirely.
That's okay. That's why you can sack the Marian. Oh, that makes all the more sense.
Yeah, because we had to chapter 1 of the game. We had to put a bullet in her head. Unfortunately,
in chapter 1, you had to chapter 9 her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
okay.
and then she wears the bandage on her head because us as the commander, since we are one of the few humans that don't abuse Nikkes, even though they can't feel pain or anything. We still like put a bandage on her when we domed her in the head because we felt sorry for her. Yeah, and so now she's like super addicted to bandages, and she's like, "Yeah, I love it when Commander puts bandages. It's so cute. It's so sad, but so cute at the same time."
Got you.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Yeah, when Marian shows up, I'll explain why that is." So that's why it is, unfortunately.
Literally, the Peter Griffin.
Yeah, just
right in the Kokoro.
Place the stage mill 2 cards. If you milled a climax, choose one of your Nikkes in the waiting room, add it to your hand. That's cool. During your draw phase, choose one of your other front row level 0 characters, send it to the waiting room. Whatever.
What?
That's not bad.
Start of your draw, choose one of your other front row. Well, I guess if you don't have anything in the front row, I guess it doesn't matter. But
choose one of your other front row level 0. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Try your draw phase though, but
it's still funky. She's not like oversized, so that effect feels like strangely out of place.
I think that's just for the erosion effect.
I know, like I get that it's flavor, but still, this type of like drawback would be like on something that's oversized, and there's nothing else really in here that's making her overtly powerful to need the drawback. So in terms of flavor and for the story, it makes sense. In terms of Weiss Schwarz, it doesn't. So that's
unless again we're about to encounter like another Marian or something that does something funky.
Oh, true, yeah. So what if you need once again, like you said, the whole combo thing? What if there's something else that like, I mean, we've already noticed several characters that have on death abilities and stuff. So
right. That's just making me think.
Fair enough. Okay, so
I'm scrolling back up real quick. You can read Soda while
You're
I'm scrolling
good.
back. I want to read
place on stage room hand, discard a climax with a pants, look it up to 6, choose a Nikke, add it to hand, rest to waiting room. That takes a lot for that. Very nice. Okay.
Okay, I didn't read. I'm looking for. I'm scrolling back down.
You're good. I've seen art of Brid as well. I love the Snow White as well. That looks sick. That looks so good. Anyway.
Yeah, I like Snow. I wish I can pull her, but I can't pull her for to save my life from. I can pull the
Wait.
small version. I can pull Small White. I can't pull regular Snow White though.
Oh, I think this might be a typo. Brid says
Where at?
PR promo. Like it says promo up here, but I'm not gonna zoom in. I think
where?
it's just.
Next, that's just because the card is just a rare.
The card's just a rare, so I'm like, wait, what? So once again, it's very rare, but every now and then we find Weiss Tea Time posts that have little inconsistencies. But so Brid is not a promo.
I don't know you, but how dare you?
How dare you? No, I love the guys at Weiss Tea Time. They are freaking awesome. We actually have I think one of them was in the Discord.
You're doing way more work than I would have ever done.
Honestly, yeah.
One little mistake I don't care about.
Absolutely. It's just...
If I ever meet you in person, I'll give you a hug.
Now there was one time... I'm sorry to call y'all out. There was one time I was looking through character with an effect. They didn't have a translation at all. Just a blank space. And I'm like, sorry, guys. Don't know what this does. We're moving to the next one. And once again, that's where the comment section actually very much helped. I said, look, I'm gonna be real. If you know what this does, comment it down below for other people. Just state hey, it's this number card, and so people would do that. So I greatly appreciate those who have helped me out with that when stuff like that happens, because I am not Nihongo Jozu.
Right.
Anyway.
Now, in terms of Brid here, I have a little bit of special connection with this unit.
You do?
Yeah. This was the first high rarity unit I've pulled in Nikke.
Oh, okay. Your starter.
So I invested a lot into this character, thinking I'm about to just blaze through with this character.
Everybody remembers.
Then I looked her on the tier list, and it wasn't good.
Everybody remembers their first 5-star, their first SSR unit, and it's you look so cool.
I did breeze through a lot because I did have her early, so I can't be too upset about her. She still has a special place in my heart.
That's fair.
Yeah, but unfortunately, in the tier list, she does not have a special place anywhere.
No worries.
So I've been kind of ignoring her late game, but she did get me through when I needed her, so I can't be upset.
There you go. But she does have a kind of a faux climax combo when you attack. If you have any pants trigger in play, you get to salvage back a character and then discard a card. So always nice.
Right. Why is her name? Her name has an extra or the AZX to it, but
once again, I did a weird little thing there. I have no.
Oh, never mind. I see it. He doesn't put the full name up top. I see. He just puts the name.
He just. I see. Yeah. So when these cards come out, thank for Snow White, I'm fairly certain that entire long ass text is not just Snow White.
Let's see.
So I'm certain it's just a portion of that is Snow White, but yeah. We have two different Snow Whites. Long hair and ponytail?
Yeah. I call the other one Small White.
See, one says Goddess. Is this the one you were talking about?
So here's the thing. Goddess Squad was the original first squad, Nikke.
Oh,
first squads of Nikke right there. And they were in the very first war. There's been 3 of them. 3 huge ones or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they were in the very first one. So they remembered all the first death, saw the first surface war and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically to preserve it, because it's been so long, to preserve the memory, all the original Goddess Squad members, they're either dead or they're just roaming around trying to be the only ones to remember. Because Nikkes, they don't die, so
immortal.
They don't age or anything either, so they just stay the way they are until you put them in a new body, basically.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
So these two Snow Whites are the same character, just the original was from Goddess and the other one's called Pioneer because she just wanders around by herself now. And her plot thing is she has a special bullet that technically clears erosion without doming him in the head, basically. So you get to save the Nikke.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Right. But they're it's so limited supply. It's so this we're not giving it down to the public because they don't want it to be mass produced. Otherwise, then people really are going to start abusing Nikkes.
Got you. It is
right.
That's fair. That makes a lot more sense.
Right.
Now, I do like the second one here.
Decision ordeal thing, and that's very
for
the commander.
I got you.
It's it's a whole thing. Yeah.
But I do like this secondary effect. If you don't have another copy of the 2/1 Snow White, all of your climaxes with door trigger, which don't normally have a soul trigger, gain a soul trigger. Mm-hmm. So that's really cool.
Yeah, if you're and you don't have this, all of your Red Hood gets
-1 level.
-1 level,
So you can early play it in hand. Oh, okay. Because I was wondering about that. Because I was wondering if there was a way to get that Red Hood to early play it and get the effect to go off. So I like that is a thing. And then it gets even bigger because this is a 2k assist to level 3s. So this Snow White's going to be pivotal for like effects like that. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Scarlet.
Really liking that.
Oh, love the
yeah, she's another one that used to be part of Goddess Squad, but now she's a pioneer because she's wandering the earth, basically.
If you have the 0/0 Scarlet in your clock, this gets -a level in hand. Okay, cool. Gets buff, gets character encore. Start of your encore step, if this is in your front row, sack the pants, look at up to 3 from the top of the deck, add 3 Nikke characters to hand. Awesome. So, very strong, but you can only pull it off one time because you're sacking the pants. So, hey, it's still good.
Have we seen that particular Scarlet?
Yeah, it would have been... No, it said 113... Scarlet 85, so that would have been in the reds, yeah.
No, okay, so it would have been in the reds, okay.
85. Let me double check.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's Black Shadow.
It's the not reds. I'm sorry. It was in the first one that I was like, I want a wallpaper of this. No, absolutely.
Oh yeah, okay. So it is 85.
One.
Okay, so Black Shadow specifically.
Got you. Okay. And then we have. I thought this was Bridget from Guilty Gear for a half second. I'm like, oh wait, that's not Bridget. Hold on. Rapunzel. On attack, pay 2.
Dirty woman.
Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's Nikke, heal 1. You get to summon another character. You get to summon a character from Waiting Room, so very interesting.
Yeah. But equal to a lower level and just place it in any slot. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's fine. So what's this dirty comment you were talking? Anyway, no.
She is a very lewd woman. For her to be a nun, basically, she's very lewd.
Got you.
She'll go off on random tangents about like the dirtiest things, but she won't ever say what they are. But she dances around the topic, and then the commander's like, "All right, well, I gotta go.
I'm out."
But then she's also like, her whole thing is sad too, because she's like the only one who remembers the death of all her quote unquote sisters.
Aw, okay, that is
and
sad.
The way Nikkes work, especially the older model Nikkes, is that you have a certain set of memory, and every so often that memory just gets reset, or you just lose the last X amount.
Every now and then they just blue screen.
Yeah. You know how like with text messages, after you reach like 30,000 texts, the oldest text like just randomly gets deleted if you keep adding more.
I didn't know that was a thing. No.
Oh, okay. Well, that happens with a lot of phones.
I mean, I knew stuff got eventually deleted. So, I didn't realize. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what she does basically is every year, like she's got it down to the second. So every year, she'll go back to the area and then do like a prayer for all her sisters. So that way, when the old memory drops, her newest memory is her doing a prayer for her fallen sister, so she never forgets them. Basically.
Oh, that's so cool. Actually, I like that.
Yeah. Super nice. Aww. But then, anytime you see her, she's like, yeah, well, what are the kind of things you want to do to me? Yeah, she's a fun character. Fun.
Interesting. I'm going to be looking this up later for educational
for purposes. Yeah, go ahead.
Just for purposes. What kind of purposes? Purposes. All right, so Celine is Drop Searcher, and you can pay a cost to move an opponent's character. Folkwang. That just sounds funky.
Nah, you good?
I don't. I had a mini stroke there.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No, you're good. Sent from stage to waiting room. So once again, when it dies, you pay a cost to get some stuff. So kind of combos with the other one that kills some stuff. So
all right,
you can do that. Pitch 1. Look it up to 4. Add a level 1 or higher card amongst them to hand. Okay. Noah. What is it like?
I'm very surprised Folkwing didn't have anything like to do with her sweat, because her whole thing is she sweats like up the fucking lot.
They knew people were gonna be thirsty enough. They didn't want to like. Oh
yeah. That's why she like has the ice cream in her mouth and the fan in her hand, because she overly sweats. Like,
oh, it's a fan.
They made a whole joke that like that she gains super speed because she sweats so much she just skates on her sweat.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess it's that, or we get like, Bakugo
I'm talking
making
about
explosions.
Like a ton of it, like way too much.
Got you.
Yeah.
I thought that was a magnifying glass. I didn't know that was a fan.
Oh no, that is a fan. It's one of those bladeless fans.
Got you. Oh, got you. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, what is it called? Like one of those dual layers or whatever.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little conal shite.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Places if you don't.
Let me see.
Noah is big, and then if you don't have another Nikke, she offs herself.
Oh, okay. Well, she's 45 on the opponent's turn.
45 and +1 level, basically. So.
Yeah, so they have to have something that offs itself for.
Miranda just has twin drive. Polly has
the cop, the other cop.
Battle opponent becomes reversed if you had the pants twice. You get to top check if it's a Nikke, add to hand. It's actually not bad.
That's actually solid, yeah.
That is not. I mean, if the first card is a climax or an event, then it doesn't matter. It whiffs twice, but I mean,
but you get it twice. So.
Yeah, still. Interesting. Okay. And is this for each of your the Nikkes? I can see someone using this as like a good like engine for something. I kind of like Polly. Yeah. Diesel.
Oh, so the card goes back, right? For Polly.
Yes. If the last one you swing with, you top check and see it's a climax, it goes back to the top of the deck.
Okay, yeah. So if the top card's a climax, then rip. But
pretty much. I mean, it's good if that's on the last one that attacks. If it's bad if it's like on the first one that attacks, and you're just like, oh well, that whiffed.
Let's see.
Whatever.
Diesel, Infinity Rail.
Infinity.
Yeah, on reverse, reveal the top card of your deck, 1 or higher, send to your stock. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Or it's when she's reversed. I thought it was. My brain auto completed to like battle opponent. Reversed, Another Dorothy. We got the 3K memory kick back up. Always good. Haran. Nice. She gets really big and. Oh, this is a really the Haran. I'm assuming it's Haran or whatever. Really good standby target. 2/2. If you have 2 or more other Nikkes, sorry, my voice is going. She gets 4,500 power, and during this card's battle, your opponent can't play backup from hand. She ends up being an 11K.
11, yeah, 2 soul, no backups.
No backup, like just buff her a bit more, and you're just gonna get over everything. Like that's really nice.
That's
query.
Super cool. I like that.
Place on stage from hand, mill X.
X is the number of Nikke characters on reverse,
which is good because you could just fill your waiting room with stuff for like standby and whatnot. So that's a really good little thing.
All right. On reverse, if I'm going to go in reverse.
Stock bomb.
Yep, there we go. Cool.
And Coco is also trigger check twice. Epinel is. You get to get markers underneath her. She gets bigger.
Marker. Yeah.
Was it? Your opponent's characters get Encore too. Okay. Isabel. I'm loving this art though. Oh my goodness. You get to mill.
Isabel was
she's
actually my first pilgrim unit.
Oh my.
My first pilgrim unit, and she is obsessed with you. It's hilarious.
It's one of those moments of I could fix her, but whatever's wrong with her is way hotter.
No, she doesn't need fixing. I'm okay with everything that's happening over there.
Brother.
I am okay with it.
This is interesting. Julia is basically a level 2 slayer, but she gives herself hexproof. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. That's super good, actually. Yeah.
And that's constant. So as long as you have the 2 or more, she's constantly basically vanilla stats, but has hexproof. But then if you attack a level 2 character, she gains an extra 6k. So she'll be 11.5. Once again, freaking high numbers here.
Yeah, we're just breaking limits.
Rest of your standing Nikkes.
She's only levels swapping. Oh, it's a swapper.
Oh, it's another basically fixes your experience-based effects. Very nice. Ade. Search your deck for a level 0 or lower character, place it on stage just by discarding. Not bad. This could get you a lot of different
this
utility pieces.
More or less gets you your Brainstormer, doesn't it?
Brainstormer, any of the other cards that are like on death effects as well. So I mean, like really good in that regard, or any other really combo pieces. And then
there's the third prison unit.
Sin. I've definitely heard of this character as well. She looks like she's getting hot and bothered in that second picture. If you do not have a yellow, red, or blue, she can't be played from hand. All of your other Nikkes get 15. And see, that's all played from hand. You can play these off of standbys and just don't care.
Yeah, you can cheese them in with standby, which is probably the ideal.
At the start of your opponent's draw phase, pay 5. Choose one of your opponent's level 3 or lower standing characters, rest it, then burn your opponent?
And then X is equal to the
character's
soul of that character.
Wow. Okay. That's good.
Yeah, because it actually rests it, so that way they can't use it either.
You can stand... I mean, she's really weak. She's only a 6k, but you do want to stand by this in. Because then it's like as soon as your opponent draws, you can just go ahead and do that. Which is
you just
crazy.
You rest one of their standing characters and then just burn them for 2.
How much? It just depends.
2 or 1 or whatever whatever you're resting.
Yeah, it's at the beginning of draw phase, so it's like, oh, you have something really big that survived and it's sitting at like 2 soul or 3 soul or whatever the fuck. Yeah, this is kind of situational, but I like it. Anyway.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if I want to pay 5 for it.
No. Oh, remember I said about the characters that like bounce stuff back to hand? We have an event that does this. It's a 2-1 event. Choose 2 of your opponent's front row characters, return them to hand, just in general.
Yeah.
Very
just
nice.
Bounce them back to hand. I like that art. That's very nice art for that too.
Also, yeah, that's very cute. Very, very good.
Yeah. Oh, actually, this has all the goddess units on it. Or not all of them, but all the surviving ones.
Keyword there.
Yeah.
So we have a couple PR cards, and these, I don't know if these are going to come over, because it says get one of these PRs in a pack when you buy 3 boxes of Nikke. I don't know if that's going to...
Oh, sorry. I was like entranced by the climax arts here.
Oh, no, absolutely.
The Overzone one with all the goddess units are baller.
That looks so good. That's also another good wallpaper.
That is.
No, you're good. I'm not going to go over each of these PRs. We'll take a look.
These are all the...
Oh, it's just reprints.
They're the reprints.
They're reprints.
And they're just the...
Got you.
They're just the shooting gun animation, basically.
Got you. We're probably going to get something along these lines.
Yeah. Basically an excuse to stare at Robbie's ass for like a good while.
Pretty much. All right. So that is it for the booster set. Then we have the trial deck. We're just going to look at whatever climax combos are in here, kind of glance through and see if there's anything else we see that is really cool, because we're already over 2 hours at this point. So,
jeez, has it really? Oh my
God.
Oh, we do need to look for the we need to look for that neon.
It was like number 10, I think.
I'm gonna look at it now. Yes, it is number 10. Yes,
it's a Roppy.
No, we're looking at... Oh, is it the Roppy? I thought we were looking at for the... No, we're looking for the neon.
The neon, it is 10. I stopped at 9. No, you're correct. Okay.
You're looking
but
for the neon.
The Roppy is a climax combo. On attack, if you have the choice, pay 2, pitch 1, burn 1 twice, and she gets a buff. That's actually really good. Also, on play, discard a card, heal top card of clock to stock. So that climax combo is pretty damn good. All right, so the neon...
Yeah, it is.
The neon is...
While you're doing that, I'm also going to look in to see if we missed anything. We skipped like 10 cards.
Yeah, please do. Hell, even the counters, the event's really good. When this attacks, mill 1. If that card's a Nikke character, deal X damage to your opponent. X is equal to the level of the revealed card. Once again, that whole effect with Roppy and everything, just being able to give all the like attacking, because then you could do this twice. Like if this character restands, you can do that effect twice, which is kind of funny to me. On attack, you can pay 1, pitch 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. This gains 2,500 power and +1 soul, which is appropriate because, once again, you want your damage to get canceled with that whole Roppy combo, and like giving her extra soul kind of facilitates that. So fair.
Right. We also got another Noir Blanc combo.
Hell yeah.
Not necessarily combo, but like a thing.
Oh yeah, we get the 6 souls. Send this to clock. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, I was reading the event. All right, so
there's also the Pravati Brainstorm. It's a check top 5, add or draw a card for every hit you get.
In yellow.
It's like the first card. Yeah,
I gotcha. No problem. All right, the other that was the Roppy. Okay, let's go down to red.
So the neon that we were looking for earlier. You've already did you already read that one?
Yeah.
I was looking up. Okay.
Yeah, I already read it. All right, so we do have a level 1 combo. We have a Dorothy, number 17. For each of your other back row Nikke, she gets 1,000, so she'll be at a constant 6k. On attack, if you have the door climax in your climax area, and you have 3 or more other Nikkes, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, choose a Nikke amongst them, add it to your hand, send the rest to waiting room, and for the rest of this turn, this gets an extra 1,000 power. So with the door, so this would be a 108k, like just outright. And you get to mill.
I was wondering where all the absolute units were. I didn't see any in there.
Absolute.
So they're
units?
in the trial deck. Yeah. Oh, well. No, the name of their squad is called Absolute.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, they're Elysian's best, which Elysian is one of the companies. So there's like 3 main companies in there. It's Elysian. You've seen the stamps. Elysian, Missilus, and the other one starts with a T. I can't think of it right now. It's like Tetris or something like that, or Tetris. I
see the bandages on Modernia.
Yeah, every time you see it now, you're going to think sadness, because that's what I do.
And the Modernia gets to summon another character, and on attack, discard 2. Send the bottom 4 cards of your opponent's deck to the winning room, deal X damage, X equals to the number of climaxes sent by this fight.
I've seen them stamped here.
I don't see any other crazy ones, but I am going to show like the SPs over here.
Let me see. There's Missilus.
So there's 2,
Elysian,
3,
the Tetra stamped.
4.
They didn't make units with them getting stamped. That's wild.
Maybe 5.
Tetra, Tetra line.
Tetra, yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
So we have 5 different SPs that could possibly be in the trial deck alone. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's gonna be great.
Going all the way down, back to where I was. There we go.
The Honest has a soul trigger. Oh god, I did weird shit there. Yeah, no, I think that is gonna be it. I don't see anything else super crazy in here other than Yulha with the overworked stacks of paper and everything for the triple rare. That's funny.
Wait, who? I'm sorry. Oh, Yulha.
Yeah. From what is this, number 4? Anyway, I was going back through the trial deck. We're going to sit here on somebody. Who do we want? I'm gonna sit on Scarlet right here because
search your deck for one Nikke character shaper. I will say the Blanc and Noir combo for the draw deck is pretty solid.
It is very much so. I had to stretch again. But that is going to do it today. So we've looked through the entire set and the...
my poor wallet's not going to survive this.
No, not at all. I plan to at least get 2 of the trial decks, because the trial decks at least look fairly solid. And then
Let
maybe
me
just
know when that can be purchased or whatever.
I believe you can already
like
pre-order, I think. We'll double check after this and everything.
Yeah, let me know, because I need to make sure I get my head in the game on this.
Yeah. So one thing going into this, and like I said, I heard about some things through the grapevine before. The joke that ran around for a hot minute was whenever people was like, oh, the impending Nikke apocalypse on the horizon, talking about this set. And I'm like, I kind of get it now. Like, I knew some of the stuff, but even looking at more effects and seeing just the synergy with everything and how all they work and shit, like, I can see where people are going to be like, oh, this is going to be a problem. Maybe I don't see something just... there's some strong stuff in here. 100%. I'm very curious. I have not seen any deck builds of anything in this, so... Maybe sometime soon I'm going to want to look into like maybe some deck builds pre-release of the set and everything, and try to kind of go ahead and figure out what people are going to be running. I feel this is a set I need to look into.
I can pre-order it if I wanted to.
He's oh god.
Okay.
So watch out for them scalpers, kids. But yeah,
don't get scalped.
Don't
get scalped. Don't do it.
Don't do it ever.
I might, but don't do it.
No, Timmy, don't do it.
I might get scalped, but don't do it.
No, I want to go back.
Actually, it looks like I'm already getting scalped. Oh my god.
Oh no, please don't.
It's not that usually cost. Oh no, that probably is what they usually cost.
How much?
Okay. All right. I wasn't going to do it. I just happened to look and see that the TD is like 25. That's correct.
No,
right?
that's average. That's actually good.
And that means a display is 150, more or less.
Depending on who you get it from, might be cheaper, possibly.
Yeah, the lowest MC is like 144. That's what I was like.
Yeah,
I was like, I might be getting scalped, but I was like, no, that's probably right. Actually.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so the Scarlet.
Oh, they got a ton of sleeves and deck boxes too.
Oh yeah, they were prepared for this. That's a secret rare for the Scarlet. Nice.
Which one?
The one that I was like, oh, I want this wallpaper. It's a that's the secret rare plus version. I was like, damn, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah. She has her own climax art too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. But so like I said, that's basically my thoughts on this. I feel this is a set that people definitely need to go ahead and do their research on, and that includes us as well.
Yeah. I got like 85 decks in my head, which is bad because I don't like to switch cards out between.
I know, so that's the thing. So that means you need enough for 80. So that means 80 times.
Like I don't know, I just have a
50.
bad habit. I'm like that in even all my gacha games too. Like I just can't switch gear around. Like once I put gear on a unit, I'm like, you're just geared.
I get that. Like it takes a lot.
I'd rather pull another gear.
Yeah, I'd rather go back to farming
to be good.
Yeah,
right. Than try to be like, all right, let me just take this person. Even though there's like, especially in Epic 7, there's like at least 20 characters that I haven't clicked since like 3 years ago probably, but they all have gear on them. That would be good on newer units, but I'm like, I can't. No.
It's like nah.
The moment I take the gear off is the moment I'm going to use you for something, and then forget you're not geared.
Go, oh no, I forgot to put these back up here. Yeah, no, that's very fair.
When I'm looking like, why does my health tank only have 1,000 health? Dome. Oh, guess I'm dead.
Wow. And just you get slapped. You just hear the Goofy scream as you fall off a cliff. Exactly. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no. To wrap up our thoughts for this, I am very much excited for this set. To be completely honest, way less lewd than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought.
Yeah, for a lot of these cards, they seem to kind of keep it way lower than I thought it would be. Yeah.
Like when this was announced, and then we like.
Of course, some of the signs and like the
very fair
stuff have all the ludities in it. But
very fair, but they were very tame for the most part. Like I was actually kind of surprised where the joke was, wait, why isn't Nikke going to Weiss Schwarz Rose when that drops? And it's just like, but it turns out wasn't that lewd. I kind of like that.
I mean, honestly,
there's always a few
playing the game. I feel like they only really wait till like special events to really loot them out.
I mean, it's the fact that the ass is wiggling in your face as you're like, shooting.
Yeah, so I think they're like, that's enough to satiate you demons until
you demons. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Like
you fiends, you sinners. No.
Like the only, I'm just scrolling through. Now that we're on the subject of loot, you brought it up, so I feel better talking about it. The only. I don't want them to think I'm gooning, okay? I only goon when other people around me are gooning, okay?
Well,
I'm a demon amongst other demons. I'm a civilian otherwise.
Well then, if you want to goon, you can also join the base damage Discord. No, I'm kidding.
No, like I think the lootest card I'm seeing here is probably the signed Mary. I'm not, and the soda,
That's fair. But I mean, like if
those
it's
are the only two that I'm seeing that are like
one or
overly
two cards, like
looted.
Yeah, like one or two cards doing that out of like the entire massive set that this is. Even the PRs where it is showing the ass shots is like, okay, well you knew what you signed up for when you got into this. This isn't.
You can click any level of the game and see that. So.
Mm-hmm. But where are you clicking is the real question. Anyway, no, you're good.
That's true. That's true.
But no, like even outside of the PRs, it's not that bad. Like in my opinion, I thought it was gonna be way worse. Completely honest, but
yeah, I thought it was gonna be like every single like
I said,
looted out
where I've seen
looted out like alternate art and everything. But no, they're just calm. Yeah, it was very tame.
It's like where I've seen like I said, I've seen YouTube ads where like whatever the girl was at the top that was like. Like, oh, I've seen you in a lot of YouTube ads. They've had to blur out, like, her chest because it was like, oh, you could see it through the shirt. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But that's in YouTube ads. So that's what I was kind of going into. I'm like, okay, it's not really doing that for her art. They dialed it back a little bit.
Yeah, you can't wait for us to get, God, what's that one game called? Echolopsis.
Oh, Echolopolis. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait till we get that Weiss set. Then it really will be looking all over.
Look, if we get that, I want a fucking Star Rail set if that happens. Anyway,
I'm very surprised MiHoYo hasn't given them something.
Yeah, but
like, give me the Genshin set. I'll take that. No. Bushiro will be like, nah, there's too many dudes.
I have opinions. I'm not gonna say it right here just because I don't want to start shit.
Too many dudes. That's what that would be.
We'll go.
They don't want us to get Daddy Diluc and Daddy Shilong. They don't want us to do that.
Exactly. Blade's trying to off himself, so we can't send that message to the kids.
Right.
But he was literally talking about Nikke's offing themselves. Dude, that's beside the point. But they're hot. Anyway, no.
Hey, they do it for military value. They don't do it for fun.
Yeah, military value. I heard your air quotes. Anyway, no, you're good. But no, anyway, let's get the signing off here. I'm excited for this.
Oh yeah, it's been like 3 hours.
You're good. But no, once again, big thank you to Timmy for showing up for this. Thank you so much. It's been a hot minute since you've been back on the podcast, like in general.
Yeah, I'm back and everything, so I have to show up at least sometimes.
Yeah, this is.
I gotta remind people that I was not a figment of their imagination. I was real.
Was that guy real?
Even the people who saw me in person that one time 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago, I'm like,
or like when
7 years ago at this point.
Or like when I told Joe, like, yeah, I'm gonna get Timmy on for this. Who? No, you're kidding. No, you're kidding.
He better not say who. I see him every week.
He's about to drop from tuning to getting real fast. No,
he ain't even tuning. He's about to go back to skating.
He gonna get kicked out of the exams. Anyway, that is inside joke there. We will worry about that another day. And with that, we will be signing off. Thank y'all very much for watching. Feel free to do all that cringy.
Right, well, deuces.
Feel free to do all the cringy YouTuber shenanigans of hitting that like and subscribe button, all that jazz. And if you do want to join the Discord for Gooning Hours, feel free to join the Discord. Link will be in the description. And yeah, we will see y'all later. Stay based.